Hello, everyone, and welcome to Baltimore by Night, our Vampire the 5th edition Chronicle. As Vampire the Masquerade 5th edition.
There
That's
you go.
the only vampire game that has 5 editions.
Whatever.
Requiem is only in 2. Context. Yes, but welcome. We have a full cartery tonight. Um,
Sorry, the
that's
baby just bent my finger backwards.
nice. She's learning how to fight. Um, so who remembers what happened last time, Katrina?
I do actually. So we talked a lot. Mari explained the story behind how her dad's an ashtray and how she's the leader of the mafia and maybe killed her dad. Liz explained to everybody that everything she knew about what happened to her family is now thrown into question because she met her great 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 grandfather who also happens to be a vampire. Um, let's see. We in talking about that, we were like, "Hey, Sophia, you," and she's like, "Oh, fuck," and we were all like, "Yeah, that's some bullshit." And Mari did some creepy, weird blood magic and read her mind. We don't know what she learned, but Callie knows what she learned. And obviously Jeanette knows because she's the one who wrote it. So that's exciting. And then along with that, like right in time for that super awkwardness, we were like, oh, dang, the sun's coming up. So we all, I think, had to sleep in the same like area. Um, and then the next day we were going to get on a plane to go to Paris and be locked in a metal tube for several hours alone with our secrets and each other and no escape.
Sounds
On our
hot.
way to Paris.
Well, they don't have to be secrets.
They're not really secrets anymore because you shared them with at least one person.
That's a little secret.
Unwillingly, but yeah, and I think that's where we left off.
Yeah. I really wanted to have some, time between Sophia and Mari.
I
Yep.
mean,
Plenty
you
of
asked
time.
for it.
I did.
All right, got plenty of time on the plane.
I did.
So, we will begin tonight with a wonderful rouse check.
Oh, that's the thing we do.
Yeah.
Okay, Leilani, don't eat my
For some
dice.
reason I have 3 hunger. So this
I'm
is
up to
fun.
2.
Oh,
Still at
joy.
one.
Gonna get to Paris at 4 hunger. I'm sure
I'm at
that's
3.
fine.
I succeed.
I failed. I'm at 3.
I succeed.
I succeeded, but everybody probably should eat before we leave.
Everybody grab a snack.
Gonna be a long flight.
Look, fine.
Are we gonna have? Is there gonna be a food service on the plane?
Well, are you going to bring your own? Are you going to bring
Mm.
food service?
Mhm.
You could hire somebody probably.
Is
I
this a
could.
regular flight?
I'm
No.
a hungry girl.
No,
this is
it's
a-
not a regular flight. Fuck no.
I'm sure Liz can afford a private plane.
Yeah.
If she can afford to make a whole solo production of Phantom of the Opera, I think she can get a
Okay,
private
I
jet.
didn't make a solo one. I just
You produce it. You just.
paid, I just bought every ticket.
Oh.
That's exactly what I'm saying, bitch.
That's worse than producing. Probably more expensive.
Leilani, that book is not for you, baby doll.
So, you all awaken on your chartered flight.
Who moved us to the plane?
It's always Mario.
Oh, I like that guy. I really want to sire him.
I really need to eat something before I start getting hangry.
Do we actually wake up on the plane? Because that's a little unnerving.
Yeah. You had planned to have the flight start while you were in torpor. I'll
Okay.
say that you worked it out so that you were.
Can
Good.
we also make sure that we put some blood bags in our luggage?
sure Colin can be with you.
No.
That's not the
That
yeah.
poor Roy
That's not the
alone.
type of bag that we care about.
Well, if
Jilon
he's
did
a-
bring 3 of his models are from his herd, so he's good.
Is Colin left-handed? Aya,
And Jami's came in.
What?
Yeah.
is Colin
Just left the
left-handed?
window open.
I didn't stutter.
Well, okay, roll for it. Odd or even?
Odd he is.
Okay.
But remember, it's a 10% chance.
He's a right-handed.
Damn it. All right. Good to know. Thanks.
Howie.
Even
Don't
more
touch
useless.
my fucking boy. I'll kick your ass.
A team player would be left-handed.
So Jilon, you brought your herd of models with you.
I brought 3 models from the herd who are going to be doing some of the.
I was gonna say I would not bring the named ones because they're gonna get eaten.
They're not going to get eaten. I brought 3
They're
from the
gonna get
herd.
eaten.
There's lots of no. They're not going to get eaten.
Mhm.
They're going to be some of the ones that are doing some modeling, and then I
can't
also
wait,
brought
Kevin
John B
keeps giggling after you say
because he
that.
knows how things work. And
You
of
know,
course,
like they're not gonna
assorted
get eaten, and Kevin's just like
crates and bags of like the supplies and things for the big show. Not the wrestler of the big show, the fashion show.
Nice.
Although the big show might be there, we don't know.
That'd be weird.
I don't know. He's like in big movies and stuff these days. He was in Psych.
What?
He's famous outside of wrestling.
So
10,
y'all,
10 years ago, at least. I don't know about now.
so y'all didn't think you can survive only a couple hours on plane? Paranoid people.
Vampires on a plane.
Well, we knew we were hungry and we were gonna wake up in mid-flight, so
Melanie, are you good? Are you good?
what's
So
she
what did
doing?
everyone else bring? Jilon already
You're
said what he
pulling
what he
up my
what he brought on the trip. Did anyone else bring anything?
I don't know, I just fucking woke up here. You didn't even tell me what to bring.
You knew about it.
You didn't tell me what day it was. That's on you.
See, we
And-
didn't tell you because
Check
we
your
knew you might
iCal.
disappear. So we just, made sure you were around and then left.
In game, you all knew when you were leaving,
Yes.
or like,
This was planned for weeks.
yeah, there was plenty
Okay.
of time to plan behind the scenes.
There was a
Alright.
whole new text thread about Paris.
I will say,
I don't read the
100%
text
transparency.
messages anymore.
I forgot.
It's a sky, we're in a sky car. Do you like sky cars?
I'm pretty sure he knows what a plane is, Jilon.
Yeah.
I've been on a sky car a couple times. You think I walked from Canada?
It's not that far of a
Wait,
drive.
I thought you rode
Yeah.
a moose.
From Baltimore.
Yeah,
That
it's
might
like
be.
10 hours.
Does
I'm
Sean
not
have a
driving
moose?
that.
I
Listen,
hope Sean
like
has
driving.
a moose.
I like driving, but my ass does get sore.
Does
I
it though?
came here from Los Angeles.
Well,
by
he
foot.
came here.
So what is your deal, huh?
You
Somebody.
came here before you were embraced, though, right? Yeah.
Correct.
So now it wouldn't get sore, but
Well, yeah, now it wouldn't.
As you,
Also, I wouldn't want to put that kind of
Anyway,
stress
I
on
brought
me.
like 15 capes. A board game. Like one of those like little ones that you can pack in your bag.
Do you have any Cape themed board games?
I don't think there is any, but there is probably a fashion one. So
Could be
I
a
mean,
new
they're probably
character
it.
goal. Making a Cape game.
cave game.
as you, there, you hear on the intercom. This is your captain speaking. We're about a hour outside of Paris.
Mm.
I don't like that he didn't know where we were going.
I'm sure he's a busy man. He's been flying all over the place.
Now,
Literally, you probably should know where you're going though.
Pilots only need to know one location, the destination.
Yeah, exactly.
Kevin, where's the
Yeah.
He got
baby?
it. He got it right.
right behind me.
I can't see her.
Or she.
Well, maybe you should go grab her then. But yeah. So we just want everyone to know that the movie will be ending shortly. For those who have been enjoying Made in Manhattan. We thank you for flying the private airways here. We thank our benefactor for the lovely advance. So when we are ready to touch down, we will let you all know so that you can make sure you are prepared and buckled in.
I feel like I'm 50 years older already.
This is your
Okay.
this was your captain speaking.
We're gonna die.
We have an hour left here.
We're
It doesn't need to
already
hurry.
dead.
Die
It's-
more. And honestly, I have a wedding to go to at some point.
It's not like you can miss it.
Don't we all?
I mean, it's possible I can miss it, but I don't,
I don't-
want to.
You better freaking not.
It's not going to happen without you. I mean,
I hope not. That'd be fucking weird.
that would be weird. Using our powers of perception, are we going to be landing at night? I guess if we just woke up,
I
It
mean,
just
if
became
we
dark.
if we just woke up and you said we're landing in an hour, then yes.
so it'll be a couple hours into darkness.
Mhm.
That's good.
Right.
We'll have plenty of evening to relax.
An hour, give or take.
Yeah, it was kind of planned so that you to maximize your time while still having enough time to wake up so that you're not waking up on the tarmac and shit.
Yeah,
Just in
that's not
case.
that's not comfortable.
One of the people on the plane just saw that you brought with you was like, "Wow, you guys sleep very deeply."
Are you implying that someone on the plane does not know about our situation?
Not everyone knows the full details.
Well, everyone I
Just
brought
because-
does.
Just because you drink from them doesn't mean they are in the know of everything. Because some people are just into kinks and shit.
That's true.
Yep.
Cool people.
Ugh, John just like sucks and walks.
Nothing about Jilon sucks.
The old walk and suck,
Yeah.
like an Aaron Sorkin vampire show.
Jesus.
Oy vey.
Ah,
So anyone else bring friends and family with them?
I don't want
Yes,
Colin to
good.
die, so no.
I will double check with Jambi on the way to make sure that everything got packed and sorted properly.
Yep, and some of them were sent ahead of time.
Ah, that's very smart.
Yeah, FedEx it.
did Mario come with us, or did he stay in Baltimore to run things for Mari?
That's up to Mari.
Yeah, he stayed.
Damn.
What? What?
What? Nothing.
Hey,
Stop
Look
trying
back
to
and
eat
forth.
our friends.
Listen,
Like-
if anybody's gonna turn Mario, it's me.
I know.
seems like it would.
Stop being weird. Freaking me out.
So, what's everyone looking forward to most?
Going home.
Come on, live a little.
Yeah,
Hey.
Sean, we missed that whole Italy trip.
Well, so did I.
Yeah, well,
We didn't really do anything. We
some
didn't have
of
an
us-
opportunity.
Some of us sold our soul to save the day, you know? Not that we have souls to sell anymore.
Do you want to talk about it?
Why would we talk about it? I just told you.
We got 2 hours. You're stuck in a
2
big
hours.
metal.
You just said
plane.
we were an hour out.
We got it.
Well,
an
hour to land, but haven't you been on flights? Once you land, you got a taxi, you got to wait for position, you got to wait for things to get unloaded. Then there's
We
At
may
that
have to
point-
circle the
Wow.
airport for a while because they may not have room to bring us in.
yeah. If the
Yeah.
weather's bad, they might almost land and then take off again and then circle
Mhm.
around. That's no fun.
Well, I guess we'll wait to find out.
Sometimes
Then there's
when you're on a
customs
plane,
and you got to follow all our luggage around.
sometimes when you're on a plane and there's a gigantic thunderstorm, they just keep going. You keep seeing the same airport over and over again. You're like, I'm gonna have a panic attack if we don't land anytime soon. Anyway,
Do you want to talk about it?
no,
Good bestie.
Mari, is there something you'd like to talk about?
no.
We have an hour.
Actually, yes, Sophia, I would like
What?
to talk about something specifically with you. Is it all
Oh.
right?
Sure.
Uh,
Private chat conversation?
yeah.
Where is there a place on this plane to have a private conversation, Kevin?
Bathroom.
That's what I thought.
It's
Sand, snow,
it's a
snows in this little cramped
yeah,
area.
it's a private plane, so there isn't a ton of extra just space where there isn't someone, especially since a lot of it is taken up by Jilon's entourage now. He
Oh,
didn't. Yeah, Jilon wasn't thinking about, hey, what if two people at my coterie want to have a clandestine one-on-one talk?
They can whisper.
I'm gonna try to like smooch one of the models and get some snacks, as it were.
I'm gonna
So there's
follow
two
Mari's lead into the
bathrooms.
bathroom.
One is preoccupied apparently. So you have to go in the second one.
The heck?
One's always preoccupied. You know this.
I'm going to utilize my what's it called? Cat's grace, so that I can like perch myself on the counter so that there's more room in here.
Like Spider-Man.
See
It's what it was meant for.
airplane counter? There's no counter.
That's why
That's
I'm
a
using
little
Cat's
counter.
grace.
I sit on the toilet, she sits on the counter, there's still like floors.
Yeah, we got a ton of room.
You can just stand
Yeah.
and lean.
Kevin, if you want to make some turbulence happen, things can get very nasty.
Hey, I
real fast.
have the grace and balance surpassing world-class trapeze artists at this moment. Bring it on, Kevin.
Someone just accidentally opens the door. You just have Mari and Sophia. Sophia's doing a handstand on the thing. Just,
Oh my god.
oh. So you two are in the bathroom. Oh, private one's actually quite nice. Wow.
There's a jacuzzi in there. No.
Oh, that would be great.
Yeah, I'm looking at plans for like some private ones, and comparatively they are nice. There's like even a bench in there and a shower.
We have that one. We're in that one.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Hello,
Okay.
Sophia. How are
Hi,
you
Mari.
today?
Well rested. I woke up not feeling hungry, so that's good. I'm excited for Paris. You?
Yeah, I mean, it's gonna be great, I think. Don't really know what we're doing, but I'm sure it's gonna be fun. Jilon's got stuff planned, so might as well just Sophia, I would like to apologize. I feel like I haven't been around very much in the last 3 years. We haven't really got to know each other very well, and being the person with my background, I do typically do I don't want to say background checks, but just I look into people that I'm acquainted with to see exactly what's going on, and I'm sorry, but I don't really know you very well, and it was just I did do one on you, so
Without talking to me first? I mean, I really don't have secrets.
oh, all of the stuff that I did, I do regret it, and honestly, we really couldn't find anything. You must just be an open book, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah. Well, just and I'm so sorry about like everything that you've told us about in your past and your parents dying.
Did I mention that? Maybe I did.
Yes, you did last session.
I know.
Oh.
That was last night. Yes, we did. It was very sudden, and
Yeah.
it's been a few years now.
Yeah. See, I've also lost both of my parents, as you may know.
Apparently, your father is now an ashtray.
Yes, unfortunately. And My father was always a very vindictive person. He usually said things to get under people's skin. He always knew things that maybe yourself didn't even know, and that was always a bit unnerving. And usually people listened to him because they were afraid of what he had to say. I don't want to be my father. But it does happen that sometimes when a child is brought up in those kinds of footsteps, they do end up with a twinge of that personality. I'm not saying that you would find me any sort of intimidating.
I found you very intimidating.
You do?
I do. You have a presence about you. Also, recently learning how you took charge of your father's organization. It only impressed me more in that sense.
Knowing what you know about me, I am an open book. Most of the things that happen in my life are on the cover, I would say. But you're not. The things that happen in your life is somewhere hidden in the pages, wouldn't you say?
Well, the cover is not the book, so...
No, but most of the time the cover gives you a great deal of knowledge of what the book is going to be about.
I think the cover can be misleading. You get more from the chapter titles and actually reading the story. You might find that, the person you thought was the protagonist is the antagonist and vice versa.
I think that might be... I might think that might be true in your case, at least.
Oh, I'm definitely a protagonist.
Well, the thing about protagonist, Sophia, is sometimes a protagonist is not the hero.
Oh, yeah, hero. I don't think I've ever claimed to be heroic. That's so troublesome. Claiming to be a hero just, brings too much expectation.
I for sure am not the hero. Not even the hero of my own story, but could be the hero of somebody else's. Sophia, we're thousands of feet up in the air, possibly. I don't know. There's no way for you to escape.
What do I need to escape, Mari?
I don't know. Secrets, lies, betrayal. I don't trust you.
Well, that is always a good jumping off point as far as, can any of us really trust any of us?
Maybe. I guess the first rule of being a vampire is that you can't trust anybody, right?
That was what I learned.
The thing about open books is, you're right. You can read the pages, you can read the titles, the chapters, and you can see the cover. Would you like to tell me a little bit about your chapter, Sophia? Just a little bit. What possibly could you have against Kozaline?
Kozaline I've tried very hard to be her friend, and she just...
I would cut the crap at this point.
But I really have. She's not receptive
Sophia,
to it. Yes?
What do you have against Kozaline?
Um, I mean, nothing really.
Do you want to try the truth this time?
I don't. It is the truth. I mean,
let me run a few things by you. You know, Kozaline is my best friend. And if anything ever happens to her, if anything tried to happen to her, I don't know. I know a lot of ways to hurt people. I know a lot of ways to dispose of a body without anyone knowing. That's kind of the point of growing up in the kind of environment that I did. If I bring up the words night sky to you in reference to Kozaline, would that tick a little bit on your brain, Sophia?
what do you know about the night sky, Mari?
I was hoping you would tell me.
It's very beautiful.
Hmm.
I like it so much I have a painting of it in my apartment. It's a nice piece, but it's unfinished. It's actually slightly damaged. It was a gift. The artist never finished it.
Who is the artist, Sophia?
Friend of mine. Someone from before.
And their name?
Doesn't really matter. They're
I
not
think it matters
in
this
existence
situation.
anymore. They're no longer with us. They met a violent end, shall I say.
The kind of violent end that we end up in, or the kind of violent end that we don't speak of?
Well, the kind that happens when someone doesn't know when to stop when they're feeding.
Mm. Who was he to you?
One of my best friends from college. I was away after being turned. I got a phone call that he was found. I looked into it when I came back and was surprised to find that at the end, he and I had someone in common. His parents gave me the painting that he was working on.
Will this... I'm sorry for your loss.
Thank you.
Will this cause any problems in the near future?
No, it hasn't. You know, there was a time when perhaps I thought, what might be owed, but you know, I've become friends with all of you, and she's important to Liz. So maybe for this generation, bygones are bygones.
And the next one?
I don't know. We're not there yet.
I don't think that you impose any harm or are going to create any harm. I have a lot of tricks up my sleeve, Sophia, and I'm willing to get my heart ripped out multiple times to save the people that I love.
I respect that. Sometimes you have to rip out your heart to protect people.
Are you trying to protect anybody?
Currently? No.
Okay.
Anything else?
Not right now. I just needed to know the truth. I would suggest going forward, maybe showing a few of your chapters, the real ones. I think people might appreciate honesty, especially right now.
I
You
mean,
don't have... Go ahead.
I was going to say people know what I think they need to know. I'm curious how you knew what you know, but you are well connected.
Like I said, Sophia, I have a lot of tricks up my sleeve.
But I can promise you, as long as Kozaline is important to Elizabeth, I have no intentions of doing anything.
And I can promise you, as long as you don't step out of line, your head will remain on your shoulders. Do we have an understanding?
Oh, I do like my head on my shoulders. So I guess for today and this foreseeable future, yes.
You want to shake on it?
If that's what you're comfortable with.
I mean, we could pinky promise, but we're adults here.
That sounds like fun.
You want a pinky promise?
Sure.
All right.
Hope they're okay in there. They haven't gone to the bathroom in a couple of years.
They're probably figuring it out.
That's why we needed the assistance of somebody else.
May I please have a snack?
From the
I don't give a shit about this nonsense. Who fucking cares?
One of the crew comes up and hands you some nuts.
Not the kind of nuts I want.
Oh, I didn't know you swung that way. Okay.
Yeah, Kosey's bi.
I was gonna say Kosi was bi.
Literally who dated some other guy before this.
Mari and Sophia exit the bathroom.
I'm not I'm just taking a little bit off the edge. Probably just like one of the models. The least snobby looking one.
Snobby.
So, Jilon, Koz is feasting upon your herd. Do you feel a violation of anything there, or you are okay with her doing that?
We discuss it, and it's sort of an emergency. So
It's
I
either
gave
that or I eat one of them and not.
I gave
like-
permission to do a little bit.
Yeah.
But not much because they need to keep up their strength, and also it's
Yeah.
mine. If the model was okay with it as well.
Yeah, of course. I asked permission. She needs consent. So
Yeah, my name's
Everybody gets
Sabrina.
one. Watch yourself, counselor.
I promise I won't eat anybody.
I mean, it's important to plan ahead.
Yeah, so after about 45 minutes, you see Sophia and Mari come out of the shower together.
Oh, wait, what?
I'm just gonna take off.
Nobody's surprised. This is normal for us.
You just have in the back of your heads, Pavel. They're all together.
Shut up, Papa.
Finally, part of the coder. No.
He's either in the luggage compartment or he's going to be waiting for us somehow.
You smell stinky cheese.
Will well.
It's just
Ah!
I deactivated my sense of
Hey,
smell
Maddie, you
whenever.
wanna play Uno with me?
Sure.
I brought the deck.
that smell just infuses all of our stuff after a while.
She says, I always smell like stinky cheese. I haven't
I have
had
to do
cheese
dry
in
cleaning.
5 years.
I have to do dry cleaning every week.
Oy.
I just burnt my clothes.
Just get more clothes. I mean,
I
I kind
have
of
vintage pieces. I can't burn them.
All right.
I just have to live with it.
someday what I make will be vintage.
Yes,
Mhm.
that's how that works.
Not everything becomes vintage. Some just becomes trash.
I mean, if you keep it in good condition, after 30
That's
years,
just
it's
you're just
vintage.
talking about old clothes. You're not talking vintage implies fashionable or returning to fashion. Or a
Vintage
cyclical
implies that
style.
it's been more than 30 years, and that's pretty much it.
I think it
got
also
vintage
implies that
underwear.
it's high quality. I don't know if it counts as vintage if it's in-
vintage is 30 years, and then like antique is 100 years. So you're getting close, Kevin.
Yeah, I'm vintage.
I don't know if it counts if it's in use the entire time.
I hate
Yeah, it
I
does.
hate that means that there's shit from the early 90s that is now considered vintage.
Yeah, all the
Yes,
early
correct. There are people who
Correct.
can
Nirvana shirts.
2000s vintage.
Yeah, okay, Jeanette, I feel like I just did psychic damage.
I saw a kid online be like, "Look at my vintage 2006 outfit." I'm like, huh?
You can't take them at face value because they're kids. They don't know anything.
Yeah, but
They're just
but
parroting words
technically
they heard.
speaking, the term like in like fashion historian whatever, it's 30 years, then it's vintage.
So,
So there you go. Yes, technically, if you're close to the right 30 years, then they are vintage. Anyway,
You just gotta survive this shit show for another
30 years?
25 years.
you're well on your way.
You just made a
anybody
weird
else
noise.
want to do anything on the plane? I'm looking at you, Sean.
What? I'm admiring the craftsmanship of the plane.
Now's your chance. I bet in the normal plane you're not allowed to go like into the mechanical sections while it's in use.
Probably shouldn't do that on this plane while it's in use.
I'm just gonna touch a few things.
Sean, if we die on the plane, I'm gonna be so mad at you.
Oh man,
I will
that'd be
come
good.
back and haunt your ghost. I don't even know if
There's-
that's possible to haunt a different ghost, but I will. I will
I
do
don't
it.
think we
I
have
promise you.
ghosts.
We have no souls, so there's nothing left to leave behind when we die.
It's just an imprint of our consciousness. That doesn't have to be a soul, does it? I'm not an
Did the
expert.
soul get
It's
destroyed,
usually
or
a
is there
spirit.
like a ghost version of me somewhere doing like God knows who what?
Anyway,
how
for
would
us-
that
Soul
be?
is a
Run into
ghost.
Like,
It
is
doesn't
it-
have a soul.
Like,
That
is
means
it
our
a Kingdom
ghosts-
Hearts situation Like, am I somebody's nobody?
Am I a heartless?
It makes way more sense than Kingdom Hearts.
You're Sophia's nobody.
Whoa.
I am
Wait,
curious.
did Sophia die? Well, yeah, she did. She's a vampire.
Yeah,
Hello?
we all died.
Yeah.
We're all
I became
somebody's
more alive
nobody.
than ever.
We're all somebody's nobody. and-
Correct.
And somebody is our
But that means our
nobody.
ghosts are out there somewhere.
No.
That's what I'm saying. Am
Um,
I haunting Los Angeles?
This is the conversation
somebody-
we walk out of the bathroom to, Mari.
We should have had this conversation with Mari. She's the
Do
one
you
who
think
knows
there's
about
ghosts
these
in the
things.
car universe?
She knows the answer,
Yes.
Jilon. I feel like we've had this
There are
conversation
ghosts in the
before.
car universe because there was a whole thing about it's the ghost light. There was a short with
Yeah.
Vader.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right.
I don't trust anything Mater says.
I don't either.
And then he met an alien. So
Nobody heard it from. I'm sorry. What?
he met an
Was the
alien.
alien? Was the alien a car?
Yeah,
Was it a
well,
transformer?
kinda. It looked like him, and he taught it the word "dadgum."
So he was just somebody fermented a different source of alcohol fuel and he consumed that.
Oh yeah, moonshine. Yeah.
And he also wrecked into a tree and any car brain that he had got
Do they
twisted.
have
I
car
hate
brains?
this so much.
Anyway,
I love this.
I'm not a fan of Mater. He gives me a bad name.
you?
Yeah.
Hold on.
He claims the actor is from Nebraska and he made up a fake accent and a fake persona that people think.
Larry the Cable Guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
That's not his name. That's not his accent. That's not anything about him. He made it up and we all look stupid.
Yeah.
Character.
He makes me personally look stupid by his whole
Did you need to talk about it, Luke?
No, I've done that. I've done all I need.
Money, what do you want to
This is my story.
What?
You want to win for the wedding?
Yeah, you're gonna be the maid of honor, right?
Whose side?
Mine. I already asked.
Can't remember. Weddings change all the time.
What would you like for me to? I mean, wait.
Whatever you want. I
Okay.
mean, I'm gonna look amazing. Nobody's
you
gonna
do-
outshine me and Liz.
Can you do a sword dance?
Maybe.
I can.
I mean, the reception people can do. There's room in the reception for small performances.
I could do it. I could do it. I mean, sure. I mean, not like a sword dance, but maybe
Based on your
something else.
confidence, I think I'm going to retract the offer.
I know how to sword dance.
Maybe-
I can dance and I can use swords, and also I'm pretty spectacular at it.
Do you and Liz want to do some sort of duel performance, like dueling, sword dueling, like fencing, but with sabers or something?
That sounds
Is
fun
that-
as shit.
Like,
know 'cause some people do, like, a-
Adam's Family nonsense. Yes.
You could do the Addams Family dance, that special dance they do.
Oh my god.
I think sword swallowing is involved.
No.
I know some people cut the cake with a sword.
Oh.
I mean, it just makes sense if some of your special talents were involved.
Hmm.
Yeah, it is a
Isn't it-
shame that there's no real purpose to having a cake.
Yeah. I mean, Tommy made a edible cake.
You could you freeze blood and then do like an
Tommy
ice
made,
sculpture,
like,
but blood
a-
ice? Like a blood sculpture?
Didn't Tommy make like blood muffins?
Leilani, leave him alone.
Yeah,
baby.
Yeah.
Yes.
Pretty
They
sure he
work.
did make blood muffins.
He did.
Yeah, you still end up having to regurgitate it after a bit, but it tastes okay to you. It doesn't have the taste of ash like most food.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Blood sculpture.
We can have like a little bit of cake, and then like for anybody that wants it, and then like the rest of it could be fake. You know, a lot of times people will do that.
Yeah,
in
that's true.
weddings.
I hope you're not
My-
suggesting someone jumps out of a cake, because that's tacky.
No. Like
That's it.
it's
Jumps
it's like
into a cake.
styrofoam typically. My brother did that for his
Mm.
wedding with his wife. They had this super fancy beautiful cake covered in fondant, but 90% of it was styrofoam, and then the real cake that they actually fed people was in the back, and it was just a big sheet cake.
Yeah, it's for like aesthetic purposes.
Well, that's John's whole thing.
Yeah,
His purpose is aesthetic.
exactly. So we can get like a little bit of cake, and they just cut that one section, but the rest of it can be like something
You
really
know,
fancy, just like a really fancy sculptor.
we're going to the home of the most famous cake in the world, Marie Antoinette.
It's not real.
Never
That
said
that was because that was a an urban legend.
So was vampires.
That
Mm.
okay.
Yeah?
Damn.
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 Mhm.
Fucking got him.
Collect your
Shut
minds
up,
off the.
don't.
Yeah, I don't want to hear anything from the peanut gallery. All
Please,
right?
you're the one who asked for nuts.
You did.
Oh, he is on a roll. And
As
an
we get closer to
airplane.
fashion, my power increases.
Oh.
Probably kick like 4 people's heads off.
Yeah. Like how people put like a long length of chairs in a row to jump over all the chairs at once.
Yeah.
Hopefully it won't come to that. I'm sure there will be no violence of any sort.
I'm sure France is the nicest place and the nicest smelling place will ever be.
They are famous for decapitations, but that was more of an old time thing.
Mm.
I'm just drinking milk. That's upsetting.
Yeah.
What?
What's wrong with milk? You lactose intolerant freaks?
No, but
Cows
my
have only
friend-
been domesticated in the last 5,000 years.
Weirdos. Looks delicious. Anyway,
Mm.
So what are we doing first? Well, I suppose first we have to stop in and let the prince know that we're here.
Yes, I believe that is
I do that again.
Yep,
the
proper etiquette.
etiquette. That's the thing. I was looking at my sheet and it is written there. It's
I
one
would
of the
like to go
skills.
some art galleries. I'm sure Liz knows a couple of good ones.
Oh yeah, of course.
the prince's court is in the Louvre.
Well, yeah, but that's
That's the
The
Louvre.
biggest art
art
gallery in the
gallery.
We've been
world.
to
That's
the
the biggest
Louvre.
art gallery in the world.
I want some like more
you
like
want
just-
something fresh and new and
I want local
indie art.
authentic.
Fresh art. Yeah, you're not going to find any French art in the Louvre. It's all from other people.
no fresh.
Fresh art,
Yeah,
like
like new
like modern
stuff.
art.
Yeah.
Huh,
It would be
Stuff
from
contemporary.
people-
Technically
yeah.
speaking, it would be contemporary. art.
Okay, fight me.
Yes, modern begins with like the 16th century. It's really upsetting when you think about it.
My
Mhm.
character knows more about art than I do.
I took
Story of
I
my
took
life.
too many art history classes, so yeah. Sorry.
So I guess once we have all fed and we're landed and we got all our stuff, where are we sleeping?
You've
Jilon planned
already,
it.
yeah, you already got planned a nice hotel in a historical district.
Okay, I guess let's send.
We can have all our stuff taken to our resting.
That's what I was
place.
gonna say. And then we go get a car to the Louvre.
The best way to travel is when other people do all the minutia for you.
As you get there, you hear the pilot again. Ladies and gentlemen, we are about 5 minutes out. We will be landing shortly. Please, return your all items that will be decapitation hazards to their proper places.
Mm.
I checked to see where Mari is.
I get tied
Is
up.
this pilot the same guy we have booked for the return trip?
At the moment,
Because I might eat him.
again, thank you for traveling with us. Hope you had a good flight. And
Was really hoping for a
Well, you
good
guys had
time.
one me too.
we will be landing. When we do, there will be the caravan ready for you to take you to your hotel. If there's any last minute things you need, just let the flight attendant know.
I motioned to the flight attendant. Can you tell me, is the pilot left-handed?
I'm not sure.
Well, just if you find out, get back to me on that.
All right.
By the way, I pretty sure that Cozy is left-handed.
You could
Mhm.
you can spend a willpower to ignore that, by the way, Sophia.
Oh, I know.
But once again, this has been your pilot, Glenn. And again, thank you for booking us. That is very much appreciated.
Yeah, I'm gonna eat this, man.
And then
Like that
you,
Family Guy show. Glenn Quagmire, he's a pilot.
Oh,
Careful,
please.
Liz. Somebody's family member might come after him.
It's still worth it.
You never.
I'm not there yet, but like, if this happened when I was at 4 Hunger, we might not have a pilot anymore.
Mm-hmm.
I'm
So
sure
Liz isn't quite hangry yet, but
the prince will be able to provide for us, I'm sure. Or at least
I mean,
know
I was
how
gonna
and
say
where
my
we can deal with it.
So, after a bit, the plane does land. Who claps?
No.
Sean, obviously.
Stop it. Don't do that.
Leilani.
Leilani. Oh, box go fall. Box go fall. Say,
Okay, so I have an empty Amazon box that's quite large that Leilani has been playing in, but she's not allowed to play in it anymore because she's learned how to climb out of it. So I just have it sitting empty on the side, and she just tipped it over onto herself and just like comically slowly got flattened underneath the box and then realized, oh, the box is just cardboard and I can move it myself, and then sat up and is now trying to climb inside of it.
Nice.
so you land, you get off the plane. So some of the cars go to the hotel. You said you want to go to the Louvre first to meet with the prince.
Yeah, but we're sending, I think, our excuse me, retinue and our stuff to the hotel.
All right. You have technically been here before in story, so you do know where to go when you need to introduce yourself as opposed to the general public. Anyone uses Blush of Life?
I do.
Yes.
Ooh, yeah, I guess.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, look, I passed again.
Oh, good.
Oh, yes.
Ooh, I passed.
Ooh.
Yes.
I'm
All right, I
hungry.
As you all blush of life and breathe in that fresh Paris air.
Airport smell. Yum.
Or does it smell like piss?
You were in the bathroom
Welcome to
for like 40
Paris.
minutes. Oh, wait, that was somebody else.
I always forget how bad it smells.
Why do people live here again?
I mean, to be fair, though, New York smells like that fucking too. So
Why do
So
people
does
live
Baltimore.
Yeah. So, on the driver's like, it's centuries of Parisian air. This is history you are smelling.
Ah, centuries of
Oh.
white men pissing on the cornerstones. Got it.
there? I hated that subject. That's why I skipped that class.
Well, you're
I have-
living history now. Just driving along these roads is history.
Well, I'll leave.
Yeah, you could say
leave
we're
my
living
on the
history.
farm.
We're living through history.
please, please, let's just get there.
Did you know architecture is history you live in?
Yes.
All right.
Paris has some of the most beautiful architecture in the world.
History.
It does.
Although it was much of it modeled after London. But I think they improved on a lot of it.
As you say that, the car just stops in the middle of the road. The driver turns around.
I said they improved on it. This is This is much
Nothing
better.
here is based upon England. They base
Except-
everything on us.
Sir, drive or you'll be history.
Just starts saying things in French under his breath.
Does
Watch
anyone
your
speak
fucking
French?
language.
Sophia laughs because
Mm.
she understands what he's saying.
I barely understand what he's saying, but I know what cursing is.
That's why they say "pardon my French" in all those movies.
You're saying it wrong, but I understand what you're saying.
Stupid old
Fucking
American.
Quebecois.
Stupid Americans comparing us to England. No one likes being compared to England.
It's true.
Damn.
That's true. But
So you pull up to the Louvre, you see the throngs of people going in and out, but you know the place to go. And you get there, you say the normal things that you are aware you have to do from last time, and they lead you to Francois Villon, Prince of Paris, and of France in general, most people consider him. Very important fellow, probably one of the most powerful, influential vampires in existence currently. Let's see. They describe him as a tall, dashing man with black hair and brown eyes. He regularly wears an elegantly cut dark suit with wild neckties.
Wild neckties. That's a
Yeah, so he's got the dark suit. He's got one, it's
what
like,
kind of what tie is he wearing today?
it's kind of large. It's, I am going to say lavender, pink, and like a little stripe of green in it. I'm not sure those colors are complementary or not, but they work right now.
if you're
I mean-
confident, they are competent. Or Marie.
Yeah, I don't
So
know color theory. I'm
he's
very
known
bad
for
at-
ties. He's known for wearing a tie.
Yeah,
Okay.
like
Jilon is ready.
you see several of the regular court that hangs out with him, mostly Toreadors. They'll look at you. Vilon, oh, sees y'all. He's like, you seem familiar. You've been here before.
I look to Jilon. We would have
My-
had to discuss this before. Were you planning on doing the talking, or do you want me to?
You're the most political, but I think if I can
Because it
talk.
was Jilon that got invited specifically, right?
That's true. You all are my retinue. You're here at my
I
something.
mean, you're not wrong.
Then Jilon will step forward and say, we were here 3 years ago briefly, and you showed us great hospitality.
Yeah. Well, welcome to Paris. The sheriff over there would tell you the areas that you may feed upon that are open to visitors. The areas that are not marked for visitors do not feed from. If you are caught feeding in another domain, you will be meeting the sun.
We will show the utmost respect to your rules.
Do not sire any vampires within the city. If so, you and the bastard will be killed.
Mm.
Final death. And you will wish beating the sun was the way you went out.
That is most fair.
Do not murder the kind within the city. Restrained from when you feed. Otherwise, you will meet the sun. In other words, don't break my laws, or you will meet final death.
Jilon is not surprised to hear this.
Standard rules apply for most things. Do not damage any art or historical buildings, or anything like that. You will not face death for that, but I will make you art for a while.
That's intriguing to hear.
Yes.
Sometimes I wonder.
Typically, I would put you in cement and have you stand in the corner for a while.
Oh.
I would not like that. Cement is generally ugly. Though I'm sure
Yes.
you could make cement beautiful.
Cement, marble. If you're a good sculptor, you can sculpt things that are almost lifelike. Like Bertulli. Bertulli? Yeah, I
Bert-
can't remember.
Bertulli is the pasta company, right?
There's a guy with a similar name. He made some really good sculptures,
Bertinelli?
maybe.
I don't
I
know.
would know. Um,
Hmm. I don't.
Dang it, I was stressing you to know your sculptors.
I'm sorry. There's a lot of art in the world.
John might know,
You're
although it's not his
asking
medium.
for names? I can barely remember my character's name. I can barely remember my own fucking name.
It's Bernini.
Bernini.
Bernini,
That's close.
the joy of life.
Yeah, I didn't even notice you misspelled her first name. She got it backwards.
Panini.
It's a good bit.
Yeah. So, but other than that, welcome. And I am going to assume you're here for the fashion show in a couple days.
Absolutely. And on that note, I have a gift for you. May I approach?
Uh-huh. Yes.
Jilon will walk forward a little bit, pull out a small rosewood case and open it facing him. And inside is a necktie made out of that special silk that he's been working on, made exclusively for this person.
He looks at it. He does not touch it. Instead, someone else approaches,
He will
touches
hand
it,
it.
and examines it, and then hands it. It's like,
This is a
He's like-
special new material that I've been working on. It's
"Hmm,
completely sanguophobic. Do not expose it to bright lights or the sun. It will be destroyed. But it's stronger and more beautiful than regular silk. And this is the only necktie of its kind in the world. You're the first. I will be showing off some other items made of this new material at the fashion show, but you're the first person to have it, really, to have the actual stuff.
wonderful. I take your gift in the spirit it has been given. Thank you very much.
He bows.
Yes. That is much appreciated. And as I said, welcome to Paris. Talk to the sheriff to understand the areas where you may feed. And any other questions about rules and regulations, you can talk to him. If you need to know about the Elysia in the city, where you can and can't go, what is safe, you can talk to the Harpy over there.
Who's the
Thank
harpy
you.
look? What's the harpy look like?
See a woman, pretty beautiful. There's a lot of beautiful people in this room. It's like a room full of Jilons.
I've
Jilon
become
feels at home here more so than he has.
It's a lot of people because the Toreadors kind of are the clan in charge of Paris, so lots of pretty things. But yeah, you see a woman wearing like a very expensive high-end dress, just her talking to a couple people in French. Lots of French people talking in French here. Surprised. I
Wow,
know.
really?
Oh, no way.
Whoa.
Is Sophia picking up any interesting tidbits since she is fluent in French?
A lot of dry semi-political talk. You do notice one person is just like, oh God, more foreigners coming in for the week. Place is going to shit again.
I smile at them.
So,
We don't want to overstay our welcome. So we'll step back from the prince and I guess head over to the sheriff to get information.
the sheriff. Fortunately, they never created a modern book, so I'm just checking something here. You go over, you see a man's wearing a nice suit and stuff. Remind you of a lot of the kind of people that Mari hangs out with nowadays. Um, but more French, less Italian.
What? Wow, really?
Yeah.
Mm.
Does
It's
he
like-
sound more French or less Italian?
He starts speaking, and those who know history knows he's speaking with a Corsican accent. So it's French with an Italian accent, essentially.
Oh.
Oh, so he is Marty's people.
So Kevin just made a character who you can do Italian accent for in France.
Historically, this is actually kind of what Napoleon would have kind of sounded like because he's from
Yeah,
Corsica. Yeah. But he's like, ah, you are visitors from America. Welcome to Paris again. I recognize some of you from a couple years ago. I am good and keen when it comes to faces. You have to be to keep track of everyone. A baby is escaping up the stairs.
The Louvre is full of babies.
Baby on the loose.
It's like, not again. Parents
Babies-
come and like, oh, the baby's bored. Just put him on the chair and boom. Next
Baby's
thing you
day out.
know. Yeah. Ever since the Great Plague of 1992. Oh, she got distracted by the picture of Henry Cavill again? Damn.
Whom among us has not?
She gets it. She gets it.
She gets it.
Yeah,
So
so
that man is magical. I don't know.
So the following areas in France, he names some more touristy areas. The areas where you may feed freely. Do not feed in other domains. You know what happens.
Yeah.
Standard procedures. If you have very specific feeding requirements, let me know and we might be able to work something out. But I think you all should find what you need in those areas.
Merci.
Yes, I have lots of mercy.
We thank you for your consideration and your generosity and acceptance.
Yes, that is good.
We will cause no trouble to you.
You know it. But welcome to Paris. There's lots of wonderful things to visit and see. We have museums out the asshole. We have catacombs that people get lost in and full of less pleasant looking people. We have you can go and stand in the long line to go up the elevator to see the top of the Eiffel Tower like all tourists do. It's not really that impressive, to be honest. But...
Go to the Cathedral de Notre Dame.
Ah, yes, Notre Dame.
Are you jet lagged?
Yeah, I'm tired.
She had a big conversation.
Be careful with the cathedral, though. It has protections that can hurt some of our kind.
How's the repairs going since it burned a few years back?
Oh, it is perfectly fine and repaired. We spent lots of money on it.
Did you ever catch who did it?
No, we didn't.
Hmm.
I think it was an act of God.
That guy's always messing with stuff.
It is true.
Passive.
That's why you have to be careful stepping upon that holy land.
Maybe one of our kind did, and that's why it burned.
Yes, a lot of true faith coming from there. It's a very focalized point. And if you see a man ringing bells in the tower,
No, you didn't.
you saw nothing.
That's just Tony. He does that every morning.
It's
Tommy,
weird.
is that you?
Fucking
Ah.
Get out of there. Go home.
Yes. I would say there's lots of great food to eat, which is what people do. But honestly, it's just cafes, and cafes everywhere.
Little hot drinks and breads.
Yeah. Oh, our bread is amazing. Now Germans might want to say that they had the best bread, but they lie.
They have a big variety.
If you call it a variety, it's all the same thing. Trash.
Mm.
Paris, we have the great bread. Unfortunately, we can't really enjoy it as our kind anymore.
We can smell it.
Yeah. We have all kinds and enjoy everything. We even make, coffees if you want those.
The cafe.
Cafe de Sherlock. But yeah,
No.
you can try omelette au fromage.
No. Can't eat either of those. Chocolate and cheese, though?
Camembert.
This might be the most racist episode we have ever done.
It's not racist. We're
Yeah.
saying France is great and all the stuff there is cool and
Yes.
tasty.
Technically, it'd be more of a national thing, but yeah. So enjoy Paris. There's a lot to see here. People come from around the world to visit and see our sights, our sounds, our peoples, our wines, our
Mm.
women, our men, whatever floats your boat.
Water.
The Sin.
The sin.
The Sin. It's got those tourism boats.
Ah, yes,
And
boats.
the Highlander lived on the Sin at one point, but I could never find out where.
It,
What? Anyway, but yeah,
Television show.
um,
It's vintage. It's a vintage show. It was in the
Oh,
90s.
shut up.
Yeah, you got it.
I think that's where Javert died. That was the sin, right? Anybody?
Threw himself from a bridge.
I'm sure the
I like
Sin
how
has
you
got like
pissed Jeanette off enough that
so
she
many
called you by
ghosts.
your character name instead of your real name.
Good.
lots of things that are amazing here. Just try them out. We're one of the oldest cities. We're one of the most powerful cities. And when it comes to kindred kind, we have it all. Make
We're-
things.
we're all very excited to be here, I can tell you.
Good, good, good. And then in a couple of days, we're gonna have an amazing fashion show, supposedly.
Yes, it will be.
All right. It would be. It would be as amazing as those who participate will make it.
Hmm.
Couple years ago when we had one, it was amazing. There was blood and violence everywhere at one point.
Was
And
that
then they
planned?
No, that was during the hors d'oeuvres.
Hmm.
Someone thought it was a blight idea to serve blood bags full of laced blood with different mind enhancing drugs. Yeah, didn't work out too well for some.
That
But it was
sounds like
fun
a
though.
spectacularly bad idea.
Perhaps I
Ah.
should wait until after the show to go bananas.
No, do it during the show. Why not?
This is wild, guys.
I don't think I will. I need the show to go well for my own goals.
I would recommend still to avoid going to the Channel to London and England, all that, because they're still rebuilding slowly, and avoid Berlin.
Avoid Berlin.
Yes,
I think we're gonna stick to Paris.
Europe
Who
is
in
so
Paris would
small
want to
to
go
you
somewhere
Americans.
else?
I mean, I was just saying, you Americans, like, oh, I'm gonna do a day trip, and it's like our equivalent of
6-hour
going to another
drive.
country, you know?
Yeah. We don't even have trains in America. Here you could take a train to 3 different countries in an afternoon.
Remind me,
Yeah.
Kevin, Berlin is the anarch
Mhm.
city or okay.
Yeah.
Berlin thinks it has better clubs than Paris, but
Yeah, this German industrial music thinks it's better than the Parisian music.
well, I meant the clubs, not the music. Who can say?
Anyway, enjoy your stay here. Do what you need to do if you, whatever. I don't know what is your stuff like, so
Thank you.
yeah, I can
And
tell.
Jilon will assume other people in the group have maps or whatever.
We do, yeah.
I'm sure he can memorize the locations. I'm not going to worry about that.
Can't even
Nobody's
memorize
planning to break
letters.
rules.
That's why you pay a driver.
Mm.
The
Yeah.
driver needs to know where you're going. You just tell him the name of the place.
I mean, just like remembering where we're allowed to feed and where Elysiums are.
Oh yeah. No, Liz would remember all that.
So, where is everyone wanting to do?
Yeah, after we're outside the room, we can like discuss next plans for what to do tonight. Jilon knows a few like nice clubs and stuff to go to, but he knows that some people when they travel they like to just go straight to the hotel first. But it's still early in the night, and
A club
d-
might be nice. I could use a bite.
oh, okay.
I don't know if I would want to go to the club, but I want to hang out a little bit with Mari. It's been a long time since we.
There's some more low-key nightclub
We don't all have
areas.
to stay together. We could split up. You guys could do something else and
Yeah, you
Sure.
could go to like there's a jazz cafe, something like that.
oh, easy, Leilani. Oh,
I looked up some Paris nightclub type places, and there's a bunch of all sorts of different types you could find.
sorry. Terry is the sweetest freaking puppy. The baby just slipped and ate shit and slapped the fuck out of him because she caught herself on his belly and startled him awake. And when he realized what happened, that she didn't mean to do it, he just reached up and licked her face and went back to sleep.
Oh.
A good dog.
Mhm. Very tolerant.
Good older brother.
He's so patient with her, sometimes too patient. It's just like, just get up and walk away from her. I can tell you're distressed and she's annoying you. You can just leave. All right, yeah, I vote that because I need to feed, but I'm gonna see if maybe she wants to go in a minute.
All right, so as Kozaline says you want to go and talk to Mari, so the two of you can go talk.
Well, I just wanted to hang out. It's been a while, and you know, like you've been busy with your stuff, and I've been busy with my stuff, and
Mm.
yeah.
I was wanting to go for a walk. Do you want to do that? Or
Yeah, alright. Sounds great.
okay.
Probably should stay in the areas that we can go to because apparently this place is fucking nuts. But you know, other than that,
Those
Yeah.
areas you can feed from, not just visit.
oh okay.
How hungry are you?
I'm about a 2 out of 5.
Okay. That's probably good.
Yeah, I had a snack on the plane.
A man in a truck just made eye contact with me outside in his car, driving down the road. Sorry.
Wow.
There's a lot of levels of like things in between you and him to make eye contact.
I was looking out his window and I was like just looking out my window and then we were just like, okay, I don't know. Okay. All right.
All right.
All right. All right. We can go. We can go for a walk. Yeah.
It's been a long time since I walked these streets.
Mm.
What's up? How's it going?
I mean, nothing much. How's it going with you?
I'm having a great time. I love wedding planning. It's so much fun. I don't know. We've been getting ready for a new play. You know, fun stuff happening.
Mm.
Yeah.
So
me.
much stuff happening.
Yeah, well, you know, if I keep busy, the nightmares don't catch up. And even though I talk to somebody about it, it's still a problem.
You want to talk about it?
I mean, and what's there to talk about? We know the story. We know the game to play. I just have some, you know, my regular mental issues. I just try to work through it and not be a total nuisance and run away every time something gets too hard.
Yeah.
Just kind of dealing with that. What
I
are you
don't.
doing?
I don't think you're a nuisance. I don't know.
I was a little bit of a nuisance.
You're okay. I don't know. I feel like very deflated recently.
There's a lot going on with you, Mari, and I don't know if your dreams of conquest, as it were, are very healthy for you. And I'm not stopping you from living your best girl boss life or whatever, but like, it seems like it doesn't agree with you.
I don't know. I could be tough when I need to be. I guess that's what the last 3 years have taught me, is that I can be tough.
Well, I know you can be tough, but that doesn't mean that you have to be.
Yeah, I do.
No. No, you don't. Nobody needs to be tough. Nobody. Even the most horrendous place, horrendous moments. It's a lot harder to be soft in those moments than to be tough. To let other people in, to do things that you love, even if you're struggling. Those are way harder than just grinning and bearing through it.
That's the thing, though. I don't know what I love anymore, or if what I love even, if it even matters. What I love to do, who I love. It doesn't matter.
Of course it does. Of course it does. And if you think that those things don't matter, then why are you doing what you're doing in the first place? Like, is taking over the mafia something that you actually wanted to do? Like, for funsies?
No.
I didn't think so. But, like, who knows? You changed so much in the last couple of years. Maybe it's just what you want to do.
I don't think I've changed at all. I think if I've changed anything, it's I've gotten harder, I've gotten sadder, I've gotten to a place that I can't turn back from unless I just throw everything away and run away.
No, I
That's-
don't think so. There's a compromise between 0 and 100, Mari. There's many compromises between 0 and 100. And the fact that you have people that will support you in those numbers in between is very important. I don't think that you have to be this tough. I don't think you have to be this alone.
Maybe you're right. How are things with you and Liz?
I mean, pretty darn great. She's wonderful. I love her. She's the thing that keeps me.
How are you with Sophia?
That bitch. Fucking, she's planning something. That nonsense about wanting to be friends is so shitty. She's trying to get Liz constantly to not hang out with me.
How well did you know Dominic?
Dominic?
Yeah.
We dated like a year, so I knew him a little bit before that. But
You know his friends?
Not particularly. He was in my acting class, and we became close, and then started hanging out. That's pretty much it. I know that he ran away from the Camarilla because he started turning to the other side that everybody's so scared of. Although he just wanted to be 3. And he came to Los Angeles because it's an anarch place and he wanted to have his own spot. So I didn't know much about, I don't think he had much friends outside of me at the time. I don't know how much I mattered to him, but he mattered a whole lot to me. I guess I did matter because in the end he sacrificed himself for me. Yeah. Why are you asking?
I don't know. I just. I don't know.
Maria, you matter to me. I hope you know that.
You mattered to me too, Cozy.
I don't want you to think that just because the things that happened with Liz is change anything that I feel about you. And I won't make it complicated. You're my best friend, and yeah, I have a lot. I came to Baltimore with nobody, and crushing self-hate for basically killing myself, and it came out with people that truly care about me, and I truly care about them, and the people in my life. I don't think I would be here without you.
I'm sorry.
Why are you apologizing?
I don't know. I feel like I haven't been a good friend.
No, you've been focusing on other things, and that's okay. That's why I wanted to talk to you. I just feel like you've been so far away, and I don't know. You're just busy, and I just wanted a moment of your time.
My best friend, too.
Are you okay?
Yeah.
Can I give you a hug?
Yeah.
I'll give you a hug.
Okay.
It's a hug that's a little too long. I'm always gonna be here for you if you need me. But yeah.
Me too. Well, I think we should head back before I say something stupid.
You can say something stupid. Sometimes it's okay. I say stupid things all the time. You know?
Let's head back.
Okay.
All right, so they're having a call. What is Sean doing in Paris? The odd man out.
Sean in Paris is my favorite rom-com.
He will wander the safe areas and just wander the streets, just trying to quote unquote take in the sights. Because I don't know what he would do here.
Well, it's fun.
Is there like
Yeah.
a street racing event you could go to?
How would I know?
Fast and the Furious people always seem to find one.
Yeah, but they have connections everywhere.
That's true. You know, Jilon has been here before and he's sort of into business. Would he be able to like find that sort of thing if Sean wanted to and asked for that? I mean,
I think it's a vacation. I think he'll just take the, just wander.
Just wander. That's good. There are a lot of cool tours you can do. Probably some cool night tours. If you wanted to see the tourism sites.
Go on some ghost tours.
Ooh.
Wow, Sean is really coming out of his shell there.
Maybe he could look up the ghost tours and go everywhere else.
Time to put this thing to work. He taps on the thing that Mari gave him. It's supposed to ward away ghosts and ruin it for everyone else.
Sean goes on a ghost tour. All right, we'll come back to that. What is Sophia doing?
I'd probably be tagging along with Liz since we've both been to the city before. And I don't know, Liz, or would you be tagging along with Jilon? Because Jilon has some really good ideas as far as nightclubs and stuff.
If that's where he's going, then yeah.
Yeah. So I think we would take Jilon up on his research of the nightlife.
It's a good way to find out what the youth and the current level of things are. See what people are up to. As Paris goes, so goes the world. That's what they say.
I definitely like the idea of the jazz club.
Oh.
Oh. Unless you have something better.
There's a lot of things. It depends like what kind of vibe or music you're looking for. There's a place that's called Le Rooftop. It's a rooftop thing with lots of music. You could see there's very good sights from there. You can see the Seine, you can see like an old castle, stuff like that. Or if you're more into an indoor place, there's a place called The Station, which is inside of a giant coal station. It's got lots of different rooms. It's more industrial and heavier music.
I like the rooftop.
That's a good place to start. You can see the city from there. Get an idea what everything looks like.
As long as they are in acceptable feeding areas where we are allowed to feed.
You can party without feeding.
Yes, but
I can, but
Elizabeth
I
is
want
hungry.
to party 2 feet because I'm hungry.
Well, if it's in the main like central tourist district of Paris, where people actually speak English.
I would say it would be in, yeah. Are the feeding places are the more populous places? Is that how it goes, or are they like in side areas that normal people don't spend a lot of time in?
It's a tourist trap. Basically, they want you to feed from foreigners and not actually
Oh yeah, okay, yeah.
French people for the most part. That's why they put
Well, there's
you there.
probably plenty of
No real Parisians.
foreigners in the big clubs and stuff, because that's like traveling to go to clubs and nightlife.
Yeah.
The locals wouldn't be going there all the time because it's always there.
I'll go to the rooftop.
It's just called La Rooftop. I looked it up. It's a real place.
So you're partying and stuff, and as you are having fun and doing your thing, Liz, you get a tap on your shoulder when you're on the dance floor.
Who is it?
Turn around, you see a old friend of yours, O'Donovan.
Hi.
I
Didn't
said,
expect to run into you here.
I didn't expect to run into you either. I figured, Jilon boy would be here, but not you. Yeah, I came to Paris to renew some contracts and also to check in on the fashion show that's going to be going on. Mainly to, check with some contacts, make some deals. So how's things been going? It's been a while since you've come to my club, competitor. It's okay, crying baby. It's okay.
Sorry, can't hear you over the music.
Yeah,
It's fashionable to have a baby at the club.
it's just a thing nowadays. Leilani, why you? We'll continue this conversation in a moment. Let's cut to Sophia and Jilon, who are together on the dance floor, so that you could have a conversation for once.
That's going to
Wait.
be on you.
Who's on the dance floor?
You and Jilon.
Apparently, you and I were out having a non-O'Donovan party, hanging out by the dance floor on the roof, becoming very popular, seeing what all the young people are doing, which I am.
Very young, popular. Yes, you
I'm
are.
a young person, yes.
How old were you before?
23,
Oh,
prime
yes.
age, the perfect age.
Only 3 years into your adulthood. Yes, that's a very good age.
Of course, that was years ago now.
Well, you don't look a day over 20.
And I never will.
I know. So, how many days until the show? Any surprises you want to share?
I thought Kevin mentioned a couple days in the future. I thought it would be like the next day, but I'm not sure. It's within the next day or two. We wouldn't have been here that much longer before.
Hmm.
I thought we might have some free time like the night or two before, and then also afterwards, depending on if anything surprising happens at the thing. They might change later plans, but other than that, after it, presumably it'd be just free to spend as much time as we want.
That whole incident at the show that they talked about was interesting.
Yeah, I don't know much about that. That doesn't seem well boding,
No.
but it'll be different this time. Some people can't hold their drinks, and some people can't hold on to not having a drink.
True.
I have a little more control than that, I hope.
I've been lucky so far.
But as long as
close
nothing happens
calls.
at the show itself, like the pre events, the post events, I don't care as much about.
Is your younger sibling coming? Was that something that was happening, or were they staying back in Baltimore?
I think she stayed behind because she was asking me if she could, what I needed help with and what she could do for me, and implying other sorts of weaknesses and failings on my end that she would have to shore up while I was gone. But she's not here, and I don't know what she's doing.
Probably best she isn't here.
If she was smart, she'd be studying what I was doing.
That is the best way to go about things.
You don't climb a mountain by looking for a new path.
No, it's funny how many of us do that to each other.
Do what?
Study, pay attention, learn,
Oh, yeah.
hoard secrets.
Something on your mind?
No, just I'm speaking in general.
Does someone in the group have secrets?
Absolutely.
That's probably wise. I have some of my own.
I assumed so.
But you didn't hear it from me.
Is there any you'd care to share?
No.
Do we want to do a quid pro quo? You tell me a secret, I tell you a secret.
Some of the secrets I have don't belong to me.
That's
I
fair.
wouldn't be able to share them.
So someone else trusted you.
Lots
Or
of
did
people
you
trust
get
me.
them, or did you get those secrets more nefariously?
Don't even know the meaning of the word.
I like you, Jilon.
That's why I have some secrets, but I try not to have many because then people have expectations.
It's true. Or they have, a reason to want to get rid of you if you know too much.
Yeah, I try to avoid knowing too much. So far, so good.
I think you're going to outlive us all.
Yep. That's the case, I'm
that's
sure.
the plan.
How would that not be the plan? It makes no sense to not plan to outlive everyone.
That's valid.
Very true.
I certainly don't want to be a broker of any kind. Of secrets, I mean.
How's the
Mm,
the wedding preparations going?
well, they're a strong couple. They have a lot of ideas, but fortunately, they have the right person to give them ideas as well. And I think it's going very well. I'm not sure what day it is still, but we've got a lot of lists and a lot of connections in place.
I heard something about a large cat and a photo shoot. Is that still a thing?
Yeah, people do these things for weddings where they do like special like location photo shoots to either announce the wedding or to like be like the official wedding photo, so they don't have to worry about doing it at the wedding itself. It's very popular in many cultures around the world. Some places even have like very specific locations you do it in. But I thought they're like night caps. Like
I had
a jaguar.
Oh, nice. I had acquaintances that actually were married stateside, but they did their photos here in Paris before the wedding.
Well, you can't get many better places than that.
Maybe you should recommend it to Cozy and Elizabeth while we're here.
My jaguar guy's back in Baltimore.
Well,
we can take more pictures there. I could surprise him with a jaguar. They're very good at surprises.
Yes.
That's their whole thing, really. But yeah, I could bring it up. If we have a night before or after the show, or maybe at the show, we could take some pictures. They don't have to be a big official thing. It could just be get a nice camera and capture a moment.
Or if we find a very talented photographer amongst those at the show, we can always compel them to come along.
I can guarantee there will be many of the highest talented photographers in the world at the show.
Exactly.
They'll be busy, but
they might
be available
at the
night.
show.
Yeah, they'll be busy at the show, but like I'm sure they could be persuaded.
I'm very persuasive.
And also they like, being hired for jobs with money. That could work.
Oh,
too.
I would absolutely pay them. Even if they weren't completely,
I've heard about some of your methods of persuasion that I don't think are warranted.
Really? What have you heard?
There was some sort of commotion outdoors at one point, and it dispersed in a way that was unseemly.
Oh, it was, yes, that didn't go exactly as I hoped. I mean, it was moderately successful, but there was a little percentage of failure there. I mean, but it was more positive than negative, let's say.
That's true, but I think for the talent involved in this, I don't think that's a risk I'm willing to support.
Well, I wouldn't have to sort of go so powerful. That was, there was a crowd and I needed to get everyone's attention, and one-on-one I can be a little more.
They take PayPal.
That's true.
I find the easiest way to get someone to do something is to meet them on their terms, which usually means hiring them.
Oh yes, absolutely. I'm just saying if there
yeah.
was someone we really liked and they had reservations,
That's why you call ahead.
that's true.
You make the reservations yourself.
Maybe
Did
I'll
you get-
mingle
Yeah.
with them and see if I can find someone interested in doing some photos.
I'm sure if you find someone that know about kindred, they'll be excited to take part in the kindred wedding since they're so rare.
True.
That could be a way to convince them. A little bit of persuasion. People who are artists like to work on unique or rare mediums that others don't have. Sometimes just for the experience.
Like your little project.
Yes.
Hmm.
Nobody else. I think the prince is going to like that. I hope he wears it at the show. Gotta get a lot of eyes on it. You can't buy advertising like that.
No.
Top Toreador in the world using a brand new thing that nobody's seen before. I'm the guy to go to.
Mm-hmm. Maybe you'll have to split your time between Paris and Baltimore going forward if he really likes your work.
But yeah, well, it was a sort of a long-term possible goal to transfer here permanently.
Oh.
Or at least somewhat. The permanent, but the permanent that works for our types.
Do you speak French?
I barely speak English.
I can work with you on that. Just to give you a little advantage.
That would do a secret advantage. Nothing better. No advantage is better than a secret advantage.
Exactly. I'm well versed in the language, so if you'd like, we can work on that.
But yes, I think that's a very good idea. I could pick up some of the language, maybe surprise some people who don't know I know it when they're speaking.
Well, you did do me that favor and share that little skill set that comes with your clan, so I appreciate it.
Sure. Yeah, quid pro quo. Squid pro row.
Exactly.
Is that O'Donovan over there?
What the hell is he doing in Paris?
I'm used to seeing people I know everywhere I go, but this.
That's odd. What's he talking to Elizabeth about?
I never would have guessed he was into high fashion. But it's also a brilliant networking opportunity for a lot of the high rollers.
True. He must have heard that this was a big deal for you.
He's always been one of my biggest fans.
I think so. What do you think they're talking about over there?
I don't know. I try to listen, but it's so loud. I don't know. Can you read lips?
I can't read lips, but I don't really know if I should try that new thing. It's so loud in here, my ears might ring too hard.
Yes, I think that's a bad idea.
Oh, well.
As you're doing that, O'Donovan walks over to you. He's like, "Ah, you two are here. Good to see you both."
O'Donovan, I never expected to find you on this side of the pond.
The Atlantic.
Yes,
Yes.
I'm aware. I'm from Ireland originally.
You here for the show?
Yes, good networking opportunity. Lots of Toreador.
Absolutely. All the top guys,
Yes.
generally speaking.
Yeah. So I just came check out. Like I said, I haven't seen your coterie in my place for a while since you started your own club.
Everyone has to, move out and grow on their own at some point.
I know. I heard about your friend Mari and her expansions of things.
Oh, you did?
Of course, I'm O'Donovan. And their
O'Donovan.
wedding coming up?
Oh yeah, the wedding.
I don't think I've gotten an invite yet. You have to
We
tell
haven't set a date.
Yeah, I was going to say, to be honest, they haven't gotten around to sending any out. They're still stamping down the details.
You'll be there for
Been
sure.
like a week, dude.
But yeah, I mean it's not been very long since they made the decision, and there's still a lot of planning to do. But as soon as there's a save the date mailing happen, you'll be one of it.
In fact, I think that we should make sure O'Donovan's is sent by courier personally.
We're gonna have special messengers,
Hmm.
Hmm.
trained ferrets, maybe.
I suggest for a date. You can tell the people getting married, Kozaline and Liz. I mean, I could suggest herself, but apparently she had to walk away. Something
He's
came
a
up.
bit peckish this evening.
Yeah, apparently she got a call with some baby back in the stage or something. I don't know. Take the death day of Kozaline and of Elizabeth and go in between.
Interesting.
That's a
That way
fine
it's
idea.
that's way it's going to be easier for them to remember.
Oh, I don't know their
Sure.
death days.
I don't either. Well, I do, but I'm not going to tell you.
I thought that was
That's
just a real life joke about the fact that our birthdays and anniversaries right next to each other, basically.
That's how
we
you
could also
remember them.
have it. We could have it on Jilon's death day.
Then Jilon will never forget it.
That's right, and they'll never forget Jilon.
Oh.
Every
Or
time they celebrate their anniversary, they'll be like Jilon.
or something else important, like the day they met Pavel. A
Or
day
maybe
that
I'll
will
never
live
forget
forever.
that day.
The opposite day of the year is that, like the 6-month
I
anniversary
mean,
of
the
meeting
day
Pavel.
they met Pavel would also be the day that they met each other. So.
Oh, that's a good point. The idea that I just heard in my
Oh.
mind.
Could be cliche and go October 31st, Halloween.
It seems like that would be right on Cozy's list of things to do, but I don't know. I don't know if that's not special enough.
Hmm.
I
It's
don't think so.
I'll put it low on the list, but I'll, rank things and phrase things in a way that it doesn't seem like a good idea.
Your friend Kozaline is Jewish, so you could do a Jewish holiday around there, so it's easier for her to remember. Because remembering after centuries important dates gets really complex.
Mm.
It's true.
Jewish holidays move every year, right?
That's going to be very complex to remember that.
Well, then it wouldn't be the anniversary of the date; it'd be the anniversary of the holiday that it's on. But then you'd have to like mix the holiday with the anniversary,
Mhm.
and then you'd only get half as many presents.
Oh, there's many days, but like I said, something important, a date that to remember, like, oh, the day they met me, the day they formed a coterie, the day they.
St. Patrick's Day.
We don't talk about Patrick,
Did you know
but
him? Was he a kindred?
no,
Are there any kindred saints? Sorry, I'm rambling.
yes, there are quite a few,
I
but
bet
that's
there's a kindred pope as well. That would make sense.
no, we've never had the Pope. We
Mm.
can't, our kind can't really get into St. Peter's Basilica. The
The gendarme.
the true faith emanating from there is quite overwhelming for most.
But
Same with
that'd be quite a coup if you could do it.
yeah,
Mm.
same with a lot of very holy sites of many religions around the world. If a lot of faith is built there.
That's
Hmm.
why America's so popular. There's nothing there.
No, Missouri. Anyway,
Oh,
Graceland.
because of oh,
Hmm.
well, that's about it.
Yeah,
I thought you were talking
Dollywood.
about. Yeah, well, I mean, that's the hardest part that we can't go to.
Yes, there are some places of true faith left in in the country.
Hollywood. Fortunately,
Yes.
not to some.
Yeah. Wall Street. Um, but all right, just recommendations,
Um,
and if you need a venue that's more upscale, you can come to my place. I have plenty of rooms. I have an entire floor you have never been to for weddings.
That's a fascinating reveal.
Yes, it's got blood pools if you need them. You could hang
Blood
bodies
pools.
if you need them. However McCabe want it.
We
Interesting.
could do. We'll keep that in mind. We have a short list of ideas, and I think I'm going to put that on the list.
Yes. Didn't you want a
Possibly for catering as well.
cougar or something?
Maybe a jaguar or puma. One of those like black furred night cats comes out
Black-
of the darkness with glowing eyes. Jaguars, their fur is black.
No, that would be considered what we would call a panther, and panthers can be jaguars or I believe cougars, but so long as they have the black melanin condition, it's like the opposite of albinism, but it's within the genus Panthera.
So I'm taking a big black cat. I'm not a
That can go many
scientist.
ways.
Uh-huh.
I know
This is
some.
they
I know
didn't
some.
want.
I was just
Yeah,
gonna say I know some men who can fit that category too. If you want to invite them.
we do have a list of I personally have an open mind for some of the attractions to the reception, but they haven't been receptive to all of them, but there's still time to convince them.
Hmm. It's Kozaline. Well, yeah, she is. And Paris, as it's just assume your entire coteries here.
Oh yeah, I brought them all.
Yes.
It's good to do something nice for your people every now and then. Show them that they're important.
Yes.
Show them that you think that they should think that they're important.
Right. Yes. Yeah, I was just talking to Liz about some things. She's interesting, but she seemed a bit, like I said, a bit peckish and went to
Mhm.
find some.
It was a long flight.
Oh, you guys went by plane. Nice.
I am
Got
good if
Yeah, I am.
just
Oh, look.
FYI.
Looks like she
Uh,
might be done feeding. Let us go talk to Liz real quick.
Yeah. Did you not come by plane?
No, I came by train.
Oh, a sea train. I've heard of those. Very exclusive.
Well,
That's the
technically,
last the last time we came to Europe, we came via a house, but we couldn't do that this time.
yes. No,
No, that was the first time we came to Europe. The second time we came by plane.
yes. Um, I travel. Initially, I traveled by boat to my homeland, Ireland, the greatest country in the world, and then I took a train to here through the Channel.
Ah, the Channel.
Yeah.
It's because yeah.
And
What
it's
a
a tunnel.
fascinating. It's a channel tunnel.
Yeah.
It's a sort of a work of art.
Yeah, it's really nifty when you get to this ends because they drive on opposite sides of the street, so everyone's like doing this clover kind of formation, so you end up on the correct sides.
I've only been through it on a train. I didn't look at the roads.
Yeah, it's really nifty.
Plus, you go in and out so quick, I didn't even hardly notice I was in it.
A lot of people have that issue when they get older. It's okay, Jilon.
Well, I'm not there yet, but I'm ready for anything.
Ah, Liz, you have bed, I believe.
Yes, thank you.
Yes, I
What's
said-
the smallest you can take without killing? Or what can you take two without killing somebody?
Yes,
Or without like severely harming them?
I think it is two is the max.
Ah, okay, cool. I couldn't remember if it was one or two is
Yeah.
like,
We were just discussing your wedding.
oh,
Yes. I suggested for a date, find the date you embraced and the date that Kozaline and go in between. Easier to remember.
mm, that is what quite smart.
Of course. Um, Also, I'm expecting invitation as soon as possible.
Oh, of course, yes. We haven't picked a date as yet just because it's still relatively recent. I'm honestly a little surprised that you heard it through the grapevine that quick, but
I hear
you are in the business of learning things, so.
there are very few secrets that I don't know quickly.
It's not a difficult secret. I've been
Let's
reaching
see.
out to contacts for possible,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
things to happen at the wedding. So they would have. I didn't tell anyone not to talk. I hope
That's
that wasn't supposed to be a big secret.
No.
Well, yeah. Don't worry. I haven't told anyone who doesn't need to know.
Like that lady to pet me up. She's not invited.
Oh, she loves the all of you. She says such fine things whenever we meet with her.
I don't think that's the way to. I don't think that's true.
Yes, but I was suggesting things for a wedding. Do you want a real kindred wedding, or do you want something more mortal?
Probably somewhere in between. I don't know that I really want like a bloodbath.
What about a blood bath?
Yes. When you go to get married, you both dip into a pool of blood and come out covered.
It's almost like a baptism, but like an inversion.
Mm-hmm.
Is there like an anti-pope we
No,
could
there's
get
a
to?
Jewish tradition for a woman to take a special bath
Oh,
before her
oh,
wedding.
oh! I thought you were talking about bathing in blood there for a second. I was like, I did not know that was a Jewish thing.
Wow! Wow!
Wow. I was like, where are you
Wow,
going, Aya?
Kevin!
Where are you going?
Wow! Unbelievable.
Yeah, yeah. There's
But
that.
if there's like an anti-pope that could dip you in the blood, like a regular pope dips a person in the water,
Anti-pope doesn't quite mean what you think it means, Jilon, but it's okay.
it's like antipasta. It's just a different thing altogether.
Anti-pope is one who claims to be a pope but has not been truly approved by the entirety of the Catholic Church through the cardinals. So at one point there were three anti-popes because none of them were officially fully chosen. Each one was chosen through a different method. So you had three popes at one time, but they were called anti-popes. And then one became the real pope after they basically won, and then the other two were just declared anti-pope.
Well, now I have a question about the word antichrist.
It's against the kind of thing. So it
So
would
could
be
there be
one.
multiple antichrists and then one of them becomes Christ?
Not quite, but it is okay. A good Irish boy. I was, raised a Catholic, so I understand these things.
Sure, yeah.
Like,
I'll
but
bow to your expertise,
good.
metaphorically.
Right. But yeah, you can tell Kozaline if she wants to. I'm staying at a hotel about. It's the one next to yours. We can always just talk and see, plan some things. So Donovan's.
I love how you didn't realize we were in town, but yet you know what hotel we're at.
So you knew that we wanted a panther? Well, fuck.
Everyone knows that.
I mean, to be fair, Jilon was asking about a panther, so like,
Yeah.
honestly,
Word
that
gets
is
around.
the sort of thing. Like, if somebody came to me and was like, "Hey, do you know where I can rent a panther?" I would be telling everyone about that. That is absolutely the sort of
Right.
small talk I would be sharing.
I'll be honest with the panther thing. It's because if there's anyone in the city who can procure a panther, it is me, O'Donovan.
Yeah, like I get that, but I'm
I
just
can
saying,
I can get you a panther if you want a panther.
maybe
We
Cozy
didn't want it
was
for the
really
wedding. We
enamored
wanted it
They're
for
not
the
signed off
idea.
on the
photo
panther
shoot.
idea yet. They're not signed off on the panther idea yet. I have
Cozy
some
was
feelers
really
out.
enamored with the idea.
Okay, I'll cancel the Thundercats tribute ban.
We haven't even decided fully what kind of music either. That's
Oh,
still up in the air as well. I mean, as far as like DJ versus live band versus some sort of terrible cover. I mean, that's
you
still
aware that Frederick, the Malkavian of the city, is the lead guitarist in a rock band.
he's in yes, I know Frederick. He's in a bunch of different bands.
Yes, he can definitely help you out. I also know lots of things. As you know, I have the most prominent and most amazing music that any club in the city has. I don't do that trivial, all off the radio stuff that some places do. I like to make it fun, exciting, new, transformative, true art.
You have to move forward or you're stopped.
Yeah.
Can't be a shark.
He says true art, and Liz is looking at him and just the wheel. What the fuck kind of vampire this guy is?
But
He's a mover and a shaker. That's what.
I don't know. It just sounds like literally every vampire.
um but yeah, so many things we can do for the three of you, or sorry, the two of you. I keep thinking Shalon is part of the wedding because yeah.
He's the wedding planner,
Yeah.
not part of the.
I mean, the wedding planner is almost like the third person in a wedding.
They have more power than you think.
5 or 6 of your parents are still around. Which reminds me, are you going to send invitation to any of Kozalini's living relatives? I'm
I look at
sure they'd
Liz.
appreciate knowing that she's alive under a nom de plume across the country, living a secretive life.
And what do you know about Cozy's parents?
Not much. I don't even know if she has parents. I just assume that she fled, and if they do exist still, that they probably don't know who her name
And
or
you just
anything.
assumed that she moved halfway across the country?
Oh,
Well, it's the whole way across.
yes, she's from LA. You can tell the way she carries herself, the slight accent of that Los Angeles twang that people.
Always talking about theater and plays and stuff.
Yeah.
Los Angeles twang is my favorite thing.
The way when she goes to hold something, her wrist automatically goes into that, tray serving position as a waitress.
Wow. Wow. He's just
Fucking
coming
twang,
for
dude.
Cozy's throat tonight.
The
Oh
the
my
flair
God.
for the dramatic.
Capes, that's a big LA thing.
Honestly, not that big. That's more of a San Diego thing.
Well, I mean, those are basically the same place.
Uh-huh.
They're so close together. 6-hour drive's not far. In America,
That is true.
we could to
Um,
Italy if we were doing it here.
But yeah, I just there's this Kozaline. He just goes for that whole thing. That, and I did background checks on everybody, but that's beside the point.
There we go. That's what I was looking
That's
for.
not a surprise.
I
It's
gotta
not
know
a
who
surprise, but
I have to know who I'm working for, since I had several of you do jobs for me. I'm not gonna just have people do jobs and then find out later that they're notorious for betrayal and everything.
Background check is normal for an employer
Yeah.
to do to the employees.
Yeah, and when you look up Kozaline, you basically get nothing. So it's assumed, ooh, that's probably not her actual legal name.
yeah.
Yeah, then I had to obviously get a blood sample, DNA, fingerprinting, hair. I'm joking. I'm joking. Do
Do
you know how
those
hard it is
work?
to get fingerprints off of us?
Ow. Sorry, the baby bit me.
Exactly. You need to bite the hand off in order to get the
Then
fingerprint.
you could measure the teeth that way too.
Yeah, that's just how it's
Fine, I'll
done.
give you a French fry. Jesus, you little cannibal.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Wait, so you're saying she's Irish?
One of you is a French fry? Potatoes eating potatoes.
Yeah, just like Mari. So
Marius. Okay.
I just say random things. You all know that.
Classic O'Donovan.
Yeah.
People are potatoes.
It's really good to again sing on. This is exciting. We don't have many kindred weddings. Our kind tend to avoid it.
Mm-hmm.
It's a long-term commitment. People have trouble committing 70, 80 mortal years. Once you start getting to centuries,
Well, they did legalize divorce a little while back. So it's not a life sentence anymore.
after a while, it does become really more complex for our kind. When kindred often have this concept of sharing blood and stuff at some point to make it more intimate, which creates bonds, which makes breaking up harder. Then there's a whole thing going to a divorce after 2 centuries, and like, hey, your names and stuff are in the system from 200 years ago. What's going on? Versus, hey, you have to renew the vows every decade, and it's more complex.
Jilon's eyes glazed over.
And then there's the old traditional way of getting divorced amongst the kindred kind.
You just
Decapitation.
kill the other one.
You push one of them out into the sun.
All of the above. All of the above.
You know, I learned something today from the Prince of Paris. That's an interesting idea. When you're done with a kindred, you put them in you trap them in cement and to make them into a sculpture.
Oh, he showed you his garden.
No,
I'm
I'd
sorry,
be
he
interested
what?
though.
We didn't get the privilege.
No, but I'd
Oh,
be
yeah.
interested.
Yeah, he's got
That
a
would be
garden.
fascinating.
He
A
hunted
garden of
down.
enemies.
Yeah, he hunted down several people from the revolution that attempted to do him harm.
I guess that would be worse than just staking and burying them. And you can't really bury people in Paris anymore.
No,
You
I
know
just
how-
thought it was very inspired.
Yes, it's amazing. They
And
gotta-
depending on the age, they might still be conscious while in torpor.
Mhm.
Mm.
And
Oh
you could
yeah.
just break
So they're
open the
awake.
head part of it at some point to
They're
like
awake.
taunt them.
Oh, they're
And then
awake in there during the night,
Hmm.
just sitting in there starving, going slowly mad every
yeah.
night.
Well,
Oh
that's
yeah.
why I thought it was so interesting.
He often slowly feeds them just enough vitae or from people to keep them conscious.
just like drill a hole
Yeah,
in the
because that's
mouth
the
part
thing.
and
Because
just drop them in.
eventually you would just
Hmm
you would just go into a torpor so deep you wouldn't wake up.
Yeah. Anyway,
It's risky, but
Yeah.
if anyone
But-
could do it, it's the Prince of Paris.
That was a great game back in the day.
Plaster of Paris.
yes. Oh,
That's where it, oh, nice.
yeah, Persia is called Iran now, and there are princes there.
Uh-huh.
We could go to Damascus, not Damascus, that's Syria. We could go there, and you could Tehran, and meet some of them if you want to. They're mainly a lot of Azamite ones, or sorry, Banu Hakim. I gotta
Mm.
get with the modern
Isn't that
terms.
where a lot of the elders are like being drawn to go in
Yes.
that basic region? Okay. I
Interesting.
don't want to engage with that yet.
Yeah, I don't know if I would want to go there. I certainly.
I have confidence, but I don't have to go to the big leagues like that.
You'll be okay in the
I'll
cities.
get there someday. But
Oh, somebody probably used my move. Anyway. It has been fun catching up with all of you.
yeah, we'll touch base later. And
Yeah.
we'll keep you in the loop for a lot of the wedding stuff.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Yes, there's
We can
actually
go
there's one more person I need to see tonight, and it's going to take a bit for me to get to him. So Ah.
Oh,
just
Is
an
it
old friend.
Sean?
Who?
Oh, never mind.
Yeah, I'm not talking about what Sean Black, I think his last name
Where is
was.
Sean? I look around now, realizing Sean isn't with us.
He never was with
I
us.
don't
He
know. He
went,
fucked off. I think he said something about doing sightseeing.
he's doing like a tourism thing. He hasn't really been to Paris before, so he's
Hmm.
Yeah,
seeing all
he's
the
got his
transit people
phone
coming
on
the
him.
first time. They have a really big mall here. Maybe he went to. He seems like someone that would like going to a mall. La Galerie.
I mean, sure, he had his updated phone plan so that he doesn't have to pay extra per.
He
$10 a
didn't
day.
remember we were leaving. He may not have upgraded his plan.
Oh no, I made sure it got
Oh.
upgraded.
It's
I-
$10 a day. I mean, I'm sure he can handle it.
Well, it's been good
Plus
and
Wi-Fi.
nice talking to you boyos. So till we see each other in the States,
Or
Yeah.
at the show.
as they say in Paris, get the fuck out, Americans.
Au revoir.
Abiento.
Yes.
Lo siento. Just saying words that sound European.
You're sorry in Spanish? Lo siento?
I gotta say, I'm never sorry in any language.
No, lo siento.
No siento. I don't
Anyway.
speak Spanish.
See.
Contrary to yes.
So we cut to probably like half an hour later with Sean, who is on a ghost tour.
Ruining it for everyone.
Yeah.
Yep.
As you there, you feel a hand tap you on the shoulder.
Oh,
Oh yeah, how's it going, Sean?
who is it?
It's O'Donovan.
Oh, O'Donovan, right?
Yeah, we met a couple
Sorry.
times.
Yeah, a handful of times. How are you?
Oh, I'm doing great. We do have a shared individual that neither of us really care for, so I thought I'd talk to you a bit about him.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, so A1 Smythe or Smith?
Yeah. Yeah, I think I met him. Oh, it's such a delightful fellow.
Yes. Isn't he? He is a
Just makes you want to punch an orphan.
yeah, I've punched plenty of orphans in my days, and it is definitely something you want to do when you're around him. Orphans back in the day, can I have some more, sir? And you just punch them. But yeah, he's been in charge of the system for way too long in the city, and I know that has come to make things a little bit harder on you with your couriers who bring you your daily bread.
Yeah, that's definitely been
Mhm.
a roadblock, you could say.
I've heard some rumors on the grapevine that you and your friends might be moving up against him and a few others in the city.
Maybe, maybe not. You know,
Well, you're gonna need some planning and stuff. Do you plan on doing a shock and awe style? Do you plan on doing more subtle? What are your plans? Oh, by the way, this ghost tour is bullshit.
eh. I wasn't here for the ghosts anyway.
Yeah, all the good ghosts are over there instead.
All right, I might visit that one.
Yeah.
Toot in his brain and ruin it over there. Got it. All right.
Yeah. I've also heard some rumors that you are becoming friends with some big movers in the city.
I mean, what can I say? I'm a friendly fellow.
Yeah.
Yeah, how's it going?
Should I leave? What's
Yeah, you're good.
Yeah, not many people become good friends with Jack.
Nice guy, similar interests.
Yes.
Lady, come sit down.
I'm trying to fix this lock. Continue.
Yeah. He's a
Get
great
this-
mover because he's onto the cars.
Yeah,
Cars. No, we know who.
movers and shakers. Yeah. Not as much shaking because the suspension and whatnot.
Mm-hmm. But yes, you sure you're up to getting into bed with such people?
I'm down. Uh, you know what? I've been around some not so great people, and now I finally get the choice to who I get to pick and choose who I get to be around. So I think it's all right. I'm trying to do better, trying to be more self-reliant, if you will. Too many people just Sean this, Sean that, and it's just yes, ma'am. Let me lick your boots for you.
Becoming your own independent person.
Well, get more. Oh, it's gonna be quite a while before I can, if I manage to stay around, of get any real power of my own. But I feel like I should start putting in the work and showing some initiative of, not be coddled or babied, if you will. So
Yeah. It's good. That's good. Everyone has that potential, and knowing when to seek it out and when to grow a pair is always important. But I will warn you that some of the people you're traveling with can be dangerous.
we got no idea.
Oh, I assure you I do. Mari is
And
very dangerous.
in right circumstances, I'm sure she is. I mean, I've heard some of her exploits that's not, as public, if public at all.
But also the circles and friends she's made.
Yeah.
She's I would keep an
Hmm.
eye on her, Sean.
I can do
Don't-
that.
Yeah, don't trust everything Mari is telling you.
Well, that's rule number one, isn't it?
True. Don't trust anyone and don't drink another vampire's ass.
And that goes without saying.
The 2 laws of Pavel.
No, I'm talking to O'Donovan. But yeah, just maybe a little more. Maybe it'll be a little more big and loud per se. You know.
Hey,
Why not?
what? I could do you a favor if you do me a favor, Sean. Quid pro quo.
I'm doing a lot of favors lately.
It's the
Let me.
currency of the undead.
It's
I mean,
true.
what are we going to do? Pay people in food? You can only have so many of Tommy's muffins.
As good as they are, you can only have so many.
Yeah.
What are you thinking?
There's something that Mari has that I want you to get from me.
Oh, really?
Yes. And if you retrieve that, I can help you with some of your issues. Because then I'd owe you. Like, do you need rocket launchers, grenades, 50 cows to take out some of your enemies, mercenaries?
Might, especially if we're going after someone as big as the other guy, Smythe.
Yes.
What are you needing? What are you wanting?
Sorry, folks. Somebody wrote in our little message here. They thought I said 50 cows, not caliber.
50 cows
I mean, he is Irish, but you know.
as well.
It took a second. I was like, oh, okay.
That makes you feel better. I heard 50 cows.
Yeah, cow, CAL caliber, not COW. I can see that now. Miss, just like, all right, O'Donovan's going us 50 cows. What are we gonna do with 50
Cows.
cows?
Well, if it's anything like Yell, I mean, that's gonna just
Mhm.
bulldoze him.
Yeah. In
Any-
Mari's house, where her father once lived. Well, it could be moved at any point. There is a cane about this tall, orb at the end. The baby is crying at the revelation.
Oh God, am I a sleeper? Am I a sleeper agent? The baby is crying.
I would like you to retrieve it for me. It's a really bad influence on her, and we
I
should
have.
get it away.
I think. Well, now I gotta remember. Did she actually tell us what was going on?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh,
Oh, poor baby.
No, but
Poor baby on ghost tour.
oh, she might have given us a present as the babies do.
Oh, a jump scare.
Do you need a? We will be taking a quick break, everyone. Hold on.
Okay.
And we're back. So yes, son. To reiterate,
The cane.
yeah, the cane. Yes. Do you know anything about this cane? I should talk to you about it.
No, I happen to be aware.
Mm,
You do know it's look around possessed by a demon, right?
Yes, an old acquaintance
Oh,
that I
okay.
wish to deal with.
Yeah, I firsthand witnessing some of the weirdness that it's been going on with Mari because of that thing. Yeah, I think I can help you out with that. I'll do my best.
Good. And like I said, I will owe you, so 50 cows, things like that.
A lot of milk.
Oh yeah. I mean, Jilon wants a panther, so figured you like your animals.
He wants a panther?
I know, it's weird.
What about jaguar?
They could be the same thing technically.
Yeah, I mean, yes.
Yeah,
Just
yeah.
puma?
No, could do a puma. Cougar. Um,
Dang,
Also,
don't we all need a cougar?
some people prefer them. Some people prefer, bobcats.
Bobcats are cool.
Hmm.
Mountain lions.
That is a
Anyway, that's
cougar.
Alon. He's a smart lad. He'll
Yeah,
figure
mountain
out his
lion
own
and
animals to
cougar are
get.
the same creature. Just so you know.
Yeah.
Now, a
Anyway.
real lion that takes more, but I can get one.
I think I'm good on the animals. I'll leave that to Jilon.
Okay. So we have a deal.
Yes. We have a deal.
Shake. Oh, thank
Because
goodness.
it's funny.
Last person to shake when I asked him that did the whole thing.
What?
I
Why?
know that Malkavians. I was like, shake, and he just went. I was like,
well, that thing really wants it. Did you not hear the tapping?
No.
There was a big bug that was tapping against the window trying to get in.
tapping on your window door.
You know, it's the moth meme of like, you do it, I'm a fairy. Don't you believe in fairies?
Tapping
Alright.
on the timber door.
So we will cut a couple hours into the future. Did anyone like Coz and Liz want to do something together in Paris?
Show me some art, love.
Absolutely, yeah. We'll take her to a handful of like art galleries and stuff like that.
Go to a really nice one. You see the person walk up, it's like, "Hello, welcome to the art gallery here. We have several nice sections. Anything of interest? We have a lot of contemporary and some not so contemporary art. We have, different exhibits. The oldest art we normally have though is from the 1800s. So if you want older stuff, there are plenty of places. But
No. Meh.
I think we're kind of just looking, but thank you.
Thank you.
person just looks you both up and down, turns to Liz. If you're interested in buying anything, we do have stuff for sale too.
Wow.
I don't
Rude.
look like trash. I just look eccentric. If anything, I would have money.
Yes, but your friend
No,
here,
you just look like the sugar baby.
your friend here has a wristwatch that I know is worth a lot of money.
Who says wristwatch?
You don't look poor, but I look like a sugar mama.
Okay, you're right. That's true.
You can tell by body language which one is the one with money in a couple. There's always one.
Which one has the allowance?
Yes, you can tell. Like, I don't judge, power dynamics in a couple, but you can often tell the alpha versus the non-alpha. Oh, sorry, is that the term Americans use?
We're just gonna leave this conversation.
Yeah.
If I am interested in buying anything, I will search you out.
Yeah, so the name is Indigo, like the color.
Good to know.
Mhm.
Anything that strikes our fancy.
There's a whole ring of Dadaism. Every time I can. No, there's a lot of different things. Some of it's really nice. Some of it you're just kind of like, it just looks like a wall. Why?
Feels
Okay,
like a wall.
okay,
I think
so-
this one might be just a wall.
So like I understand the like, oh, this just a flat painting. That's all a single color. I don't understand why anybody would think this is art. The reason it is art is because the technique. Because if it is damaged, the painter did it in such a way that it is impossible to actually put the paint onto the canvas in this way without leaving any brush strokes. The one person that tried to repair it couldn't replicate it, completely fucked it up, and we still don't know how to repair it. It's just this little damaged part of it that we can't fix because we don't know how he did it. Okay. That was my one art history rant of the day.
I understand those things of like technique, but I find stuff that tells a story much more interesting than like.
Oh, I'm not saying it's not compelling. I'm just saying that's why it's in the museum because the technique of it is so impressive.
Yeah.
I was just referencing Daredevil, but okay.
Mm. The fuck? I'm gonna go investigate that. We'll be right back. I
Oh.
just heard something very loud.
Yeah, be right back.
Loud noise.
Yeah, sorry.
Hello, we're back. We are not dead. There's just a roommate dropping something. All right, so oh yeah, we're talking about art.
Yeah.
But there's lots of good stuff. As you're looking, Indigo comes back up to you. Hi, I see you're still looking at the various things. And no pressure or anything. I just wanted to let you like and answer any questions about any of our artists. Or if you like a particular style you're looking for specifically, or anything. Or if you also just note, I think if you're on a date, we do have a room that we do offer refreshments where you can kind of stand at one of our tables and discuss things while you have some wine, some
Click on it.
champagne.
Sorry. I the dog's licking his junk and she just tried to touch his butthole.
So yes, that is what this painting does show, but
What does it represent, though?
An artist that does realistic animal paintings.
Mm.
Junk while sitting directly next to her.
They call them
So.
asterisk.
So yeah, but you can have, there's cheese dishes and other things like that, little breads, if you're interested.
I think we're good.
Yeah, thank you though.
You're welcome. And she just walks away.
He walks away and Cozy whispers in Liz's ear, "That lady was so pushy. Oh my god."
Yeah, I think she's definitely trying to make a sale.
That's why you don't wear expensive clothes out in public like
I'm
that.
okay. It wasn't the clothes, it was the watch. I didn't think
Your
about the watch.
fancy ass watch.
I specifically downplayed the dress tonight because I didn't want to like upshow anybody in Valon's court.
Oh, that's impossible. Just saying.
You still,
Yeah, I was gonna say you wouldn't have been able
Still, like,
you look magnificent.
well,
My
thank you.
beautiful, beautiful princess. And yeah, and just walk around.
Yeah, if there's anything that catches our fancy, then yeah, we'll get it. But
You do see a painting that catches fancy. I can let it to your imagination because I don't know what kind of art your characters and or you in real life really like. Because I know what I like, and that's not the same as other people.
Mhm.
A photorealistic Grogu.
Okay.
Sorry, it's just a shirt I was wearing.
I think she likes like the old paintings with a lot of shit going on because she likes to make up stories. It's her favorite part of looking at art. So like just random crap happening. That's her favorite ones.
Indigo approaches. So you found one you've been liking? gifty for a special gift in person?
Mm-hmm.
We can have it.
Perhaps, yes.
We can have it shipped to your home if you're not from the country, which I don't think you are with your accents.
Mm.
Could ship it to your hotel if you're here long term, or anything else like that. We make sure it's well protected and, you know, strong, as you Americans say.
Hmm.
Oh, Leilani, no. Leilani,
You
this
need me
way.
to come get her?
Yeah. Come, kid. No, no. Okay, Leilani. When I say don't touch the electro outlet, I mean not the electro outlet. Mm-mm-mm. Shocking what she likes to touch. Baby on the back. Ah, being attacked. Nobody cares. Okay. So she starts binding it up, or she makes the transaction. She's like, "You two are a wonderful couple, and I thank you for your purchase of this wonderful painting for you."
I-
Thank you.
Thank you.
I guess let's have it shipped back to the States. What do you think?
Yeah, probably. I mean,
Yeah.
carry around. It's gonna be a whole thing.
Yeah, who just has random, painting boxes in their vehicle that they can just drive around safely with?
Yeah, that'd be weird. Who would do that?
Mhm. Yeah.
Um. So, what were you guys up to? Did you go to have fun at the club?
Oh yeah. I went to get a bite to eat. And while we were there, we ran into O'Donovan. Yeah, I
Fuck.
know. Yeah. He said he's here for the fashion show, but also to catch up with some associates of his and renew some contracts and stuff. So I'm guessing that he and some folks in Valon's circle have some connections. He also offered to help us with procuring the Panther if we were still interested in that.
Well, yes, of course. I want that oil painting of us.
Um, had some suggestions about the date, which was interesting.
Hmm. Yes.
Leilani, he doesn't want to be pet. He's sleeping. Thank you. He suggested halfway between our second birthdays.
Hmm.
Um,
I'm not sure when you were turned.
well, I know. I can tell you, but Liz knows the date. Cat doesn't. Um, Alternatively, be as cliche as possible and do October 31st.
Hmm. But that's expected, okay?
Yeah.
Like as spooky and fantastic that would be. I feel like that would like I want to have a celebration for that on its own, you know?
True.
And anytime I can shower you with love is another special day. Yes. I do wonder about O'Donovan being here. That seems odd, right?
Oh, like okay, so I don't think that he's here because of us, but he definitely knew we were going to be here. Like he acted like he didn't, but he knew what hotel we're staying in. And by the way, he's staying in the hotel next to ours.
Hmm.
So like he absolutely get your fingers off of those.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to touch it. I was just
No
excited.
touching the paintings.
Just excited. The painting has this pattern. It's so entrancing.
It's tactile painting too.
Oh.
The snozzberries taste like snozzberries.
Oh. This is the second night in a row that somebody made that joke in one of my games. Oh.
Oh,
That's very Wonka.
I know. Can I send Pavel a message?
Sure, you still got his number.
Well, I hope so. I'm gonna ask Pavel if O'Donovan is still in Baltimore.
Anyway, think of it.
You get a message back. I'll check in a bit. Time delay.
It's only like 6 hours.
Man, did he wake up to answer a text message?
Meanwhile, in Baltimore, Pavel is breaking into a place.
Damn it, Pavel! I need to know.
Or he's in in the community center, just
Why does he need to break into the community center? He has a fucking key.
practice. It's like, oh man, I'm in the middle of this. I can't save right now.
She says,
Yeah, he said he'll check in a moment and get back with. He'll check and get back with you once he verifies.
all right. Thanks, bestie.
Hearts come
New
back.
fear unlocked.
Listen, if you are nice to Pavel, he will get you the information you need, you know?
Oh
Like,
yeah.
he may steak the cheese, but like he's a loyal piece of cheese. It's like David Cheeseman. He's always there.
I don't know
Always
that
there, stinking,
I would
smelling.
call him reliable. I wouldn't call him loyal. He is reliable. If it was his skin or ours, I absolutely 100% believe he would leave us out to dry in a second. But if you need him to do something and it doesn't cost him anything other than effort or money,
He
probably
was a
do
very
it.
good beast in Beauty and the Beast when we threw that on a couple years ago.
Oh my goodness. Here, have some more pita. Harry, that's hers.
Yeah.
Yeah, that meltdown was because she ran out of pita bread.
Understandable.
Didn't anyone tell Liz not to feed the birds on the sign?
As you two, as the couple is doing their thing, we will do a little cut to Mari.
Okay.
You
I'm
hear the
here.
demon from across the sea?
Mari, you get a text message from Mario.
Oh, okay.
He's like, flash drive secured. Do you wish me to send you the information in a secure email?
Yes, please. Also, 2 requests. 1, keep the flash drive on you so that you can hand it to me directly when I get there. And 2, try to contact Kai, please.
Responds, I will make sure to swallow it and retrieve it later.
I
Yeah.
wasn't. I do what you must, I guess.
He's like, what kind of contact do you want with Kai? Do you want me to invite him over? Do you want me to take him to a ballpark?
And just make sure he's okay.
Oh, okay. Yeah, he's like, I'll take him to a game.
Okay.
He likes those. Jerry, what the hell are you looking for?
Thank you.
I was like, anytime, little bird.
Anytime what?
Little bird. Gotta use code names.
Okay.
Like-
Little bird.
Mhm.
Yeah, thanks,
I can be Big Frog.
big bird.
Big bird.
Thanks. No, not gonna say that. That sounds awful. All right, just continue. Let's just continue.
Daddy go.
No, I was gonna
Big
say
Daddy.
Alpha Wolf or something like that, and I was like,
Thanks,
no.
Alf.
Thanks, Alf. Thanks, thanks, Scott Bakula.
I thought you were gonna say Big Daddy.
Thanks, Big Daddy.
No.
Scrub Daddy.
Thanks,
It's-
Big Bear.
Wow.
Thanks, Bear in the Big Blue House.
All of these are terrible, and I love it.
Thanks, Bluey.
She keeps writing it and deleting it, writing it, deleting it.
Thanks, Fish Man.
And just thanks.
On
Thanks.
his end, there's just the dots, and then they go away, and then the dots again, they go away.
And then like it's just a thumbs up.
Yeah, it's just a thumbs up, and in her mind, she's like, "What do I call him? I don't know. That's weird." Anyway,
Yeah, so as you look at your phone, you basically get an encrypted email or message with the
Mhm.
information from those flash drives that you wanted.
do we have time? Can we read it?
Yeah, you start bringing it up, and oh, it's 10:18. Sure, cliffhanger here, cliffhanger.
No, don't. We want to know.
Cliffhanger. All
Give
right.
us a little.
There's several things. There's like bank accounts, transfers of money, and some video footage.
Oh, can I watch the video?
No, these are the videos of what happened to Liz's family and stuff. Do you want to watch it without her first?
I guess I will message Liz. Where are you?
Paris.
Does she, does she have her phone on her date?
Yeah, if this is while I'm still out with Cozy, I would just say art gallery. Everything okay?
God, I'm so bad at the codes. We. Why is that the first thing that hit my head?
Say it.
We have McDonald's at home.
What?
What?
Fuck?
You know what? I gotta stop egging you on.
But then you wouldn't have these moments. Like it's just a...
Oh my god.
Did you drink? Are you high?
No.
Fuck is going on right now?
Hi, how are you?
Mario.
Super bro.
Now Super Mario Bros. Got an update at the hotel.
We'll meet you there.
Oh my god, that actually made sense to her.
Mario got an update. Meet me at the hotel. It's not that hard.
Yeah, you're making it so way
I
harder
know,
than it
you're
needs to be.
like,
All you have to do is not
"Oh,
mention
listen,
vampires. Like, go
Mario got an update. Meet me at the hotel.
So one time you guys yelled at me because I was like, they
Okay,
gotta like
well, yeah,
sleep with
okay.
the fishes. or
Okay,
something.
so you're not supposed to talk about vampire shit or mafia shit on the phone.
I'm supposed to talk about.
A random
whole
dude
identity.
named Mario getting an update about something completely unspecified and where you want me to meet you. Neither of us have anything to do with the mafia or vampires. It's
Okay,
just
subject, what's happening, where I want to meet you. Okay. Okay, that's good. All right, I'll keep that in mind.
What about email?
This could have been
yeah,
an
you
email.
just leave out the details. What are you doing?
Sophia knocks on Mari's door.
I don't know. He's hunting something.
Oh God.
No, you. Oh, sounds like a
Is she
freaking
really?
engine over there.
Yeah.
He's got
No,
got
go ahead.
the fidget spinner on the desk, and it sounds like a fucking engine in her house.
Yeah. So, do you meet up with the hotel for this information or no?
Well, Sophia apparently just
Okay.
knocked on the door.
Oh,
I answer it.
Oh, hi, Mari. I didn't know if anyone was back at the hotel.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm good. How are
I didn't
you?
know if anybody was back at the hotel, so I knocked on your door specifically.
I wasn't obfuscating in a hallway waiting. Can I come in?
I open the door.
I go in. So, I just, I felt bad about how, our talk on the plane. I didn't like how, I felt like we left things a little, questionable. Like you're worried about your friend.
Okay.
I just wanted to, I've been thinking about it while we've been here last several hours. And I want us to be friends. So I wanted to make a more serious promise that I won't. I'll let go any thought of doing anything about what we talked about.
Okay. What's the catch?
No catch. No. I just that would mean that we weren't friends because then it would still be a quid pro quo. You have something, I have something. I just want us to be friends.
Okay.
It's been bothering me.
Okay. I would be glad to be your friend, Sophia.
I appreciate that.
But I would also like for you to be honest with me going forward.
Okay.
I understand that there's a lot of things that you probably do not want to tell everybody. Okay? And I'm gonna put down the Mafia Princess card right now, okay? I want to be 100% clear with you. I know that a lot of stuff that you're saying is not 100%. And you don't have to explain anything to me. And you don't have to explain anything to anybody else. I think a lot of people would really appreciate honesty.
I won't lie about anything important.
Okay?
Will you do the same for me? Are we going to have an open, trusting friendship?
Yes. I guess that starts with the truth. I know about your parents. And I know about I don't know everything, but there's a guy. I think he's your fiance or your ex-fiance.
So there's a moment when you mentioned her parents that the blush of life kind of goes a little bit and she gets pale. And then when you mention the ex-fiance, that blush comes back, but like very strong.
I'm not gonna ask any specifics, okay? What's I've done a lot of crazy shit, okay? I've killed my father. He's in an ashtray right now, okay? I almost married a freaking ghoul of the Giovanni, the Hecata. I was almost in that family. Okay, I've been through a lot of stuff, all right? And I know that there's a lot of secrets that you want to keep close to your chest, okay? And I'm not asking you to reveal all of them. I'm just telling you that I know, okay?
And you see a red streak go down the right side of her cheek, and she's just staring at Mari. And she said, "How do you know that I arranged to kill my parents?"
I saw you do it.
She turns and walks back out the door and down the hall and doesn't say anything else.
I shut the door and I lock it and I put my back against it and I'm like, what the fuck are you doing?
Living your best life.
Me
Marrow,
freaking
before-
out has a baby giggling at me hysterically.
Marrow, before you've done anything.
Alright.
Leilani's like, "She did what?"
So,
Pardon?
bit later, guess Liz arrives at the thing about the hotel. Yes, that's what it's called. You bringing Kozaline with you?
Yeah,
Ah,
yeah, I could use moral support for this.
Yeah, of course.
morale. Yes. So, sit there. Do you invite the rest of Coterie since half of you are already there?
I think for this, if the others show up, they show up, but Liz was just gonna keep it between Cozy, Mari, and her for now. Just because I don't know what we're gonna find.
Jilon does not show up.
Sophia does not show up.
Sean is scaring off ghosts.
Fuck
So
off,
he does
ghost.
not show up.
They're doing the real work.
Ghost!
Right, so yeah, so there's
So
couple-
Yeah, fuck off, Ghost.
so there's when you look at the thing, there are, like I said, documents, contracts. There are 3 videos. One is titled The Accident, one is titled Meeting 1, and one is Meeting 2.
I haven't looked at these. I have no idea.
I would say let's look at the meeting. I don't know if I have the yeah, I don't know if I have the willpower right now to look at the accident.
I
So
pressed
what are the
play.
meeting?
Meeting 1 or Meeting 2?
I guess start with meeting 1.
Alright. So Meeting 1. You bring it up, and that's where we're in tonight, folks.
Yeah.
Nah, I'm good. I'll cliffhang in a minute.
Aw.
So Meeting 1. You see it's a thing in an office. You see Mari, you see your dad sitting at his desk.
I look at the ashtray.
What? It's not ashtray.
No, I look at my ashtray.
Oh.
You brought it
Oh.
to Paris
Brought it to
with
Paris?
you?
Why are you
Did you
bringing
declare
it?
it? Was that
Bring it to
declared?
Paris.
It's her emotional support ashtray.
He always wanted to visit.
That's
Oh,
not someone who
God.
supports you. That ashtray is not supportive.
Yeah.
It's more supportive than her own
Support
life.
me in life, so he'll support me in
It's
death.
Oh my God.
deportive. It's a deportive ashtray.
Listen, it's
Yeah,
like
we do
very
not
important.
stand the ashtray.
it's a baby blanket, you know?
It's a security ashtray.
Yeah. It's my security ashtray. I'm going through a lot right now, okay?
Okay. Girl. We gotta get you a
Okay,
therapist.
so who's the other person the meeting is with?
Alright, so you see your dad there, and a few moments later, the door opens and you see two individuals walk in. One is a woman you don't recognize who sits down, and the other one looks like it is Mari's special friend, Marcos. And Marcos like, so, Mr. I forget your character, your dad's name.
Fernando.
Fernando. He's like, Fernando, we've had a long and illustrious dealings for a long time. And this associate of mine here wishes to partake of your services for something.
You know this
She,
woman?
yeah, she,
Keep going. Sorry.
someone pause me. She apparently has some issues with an associate of mine who could be knocked down a peg or two, so I decided to introduce her to someone who I know can get stuff done. So I will be leaving soon. When I leave, you two can discuss what she needs. Otherwise, though, Mr. Fernando, I don't care about your name. We do have a deal, correct? With our prior things, with your children? That for the extra help you're receiving, that the two of them will be of service to us in the future?
What?
Your dad's like, yep, all my children are yours. Marcus is like, excellent. We always need some fresh meat, so to speak. We're looking forward to what we can use them for. Your family has served us well for the last several decades. Well, I will leave you and Lucinda to talk about your things.
And why Marcos kept pushing you to embrace all those years?
Oh my god.
He was assuming that you would embrace your brother?
Marcos walks out, and then Lucinda is sitting there. It's like, well, if Marcos there says you can help me, there's some people I would like taken out. The Caldwell family. My family. And as he says that, your dad's like, I don't understand why would you want, and as he's saying, Lucinda's like, see, my thought is, if I cause, if we try to take him out, a tragedy instant, one of them is bound to survive, and that one's going to be stronger, mightier, and whichever one it is can be molded in the future. And then I can come in and have a good weapon against certain individuals who I am no longer friends with. But either way, the motivation isn't really important. What's important is Marco says you can get the job done the way I want it done. And I have the money to give you. Because we need to make it look like other individuals are involved. So, and they just start talking a few details, the exchange of some information, and then she leaves.
Your parents are fucked up.
What? What is meeting two?
I press play on meeting to.
You press play for a few seconds. There's like a birthday, and then it gets erased.
Oh, come on.
Whose birthday?
Come on, Dad.
You see it's your dad sitting there with a birthday hat, and you're like, "We love you, Dad." Erased.
Oh, yikes.
Doubly shitty of him because this is on a USB drive, which implies that it is a early enough format that he specifically deleted all but like 2 seconds of it
Listen, he just wanted the
and
"we love you, Dad,"
patched
and
it
that's it.
together with the rest of the video.
It's also possible that it's a USB drive which was taken from a different
Oh,
medium
okay,
that they
burned from
transferred
like
over.
a okay. I
Yeah.
guess that makes sense.
VHS,
Terry,
Betamax.
It's not Kevin forgetting how USB drives work.
I'm sorry,
it's-
baby. I know he stole
I
your
would-
treat.
To me, in my head, it was a file transferring over.
Mhm.
Meeting 2, you see several individuals in the room with your dad. One looks like a slightly younger Mario. And the one guy
Baby
is
Mario.
in there. He's like, so the job has been done. You can tell the people that associate of ours that we have succeeded. We have not only put the stuff in motion, but we also set up some what's the word? We set them up so it looks like they have some issues going on. More so. Thankfully, a lot of it is already in place. This Mr. Thomas or whatever was already blackmailing them out like the wazoo and doing other things. So it's pretty easy to manipulate the stuff he already had in place. Hey, apparently more than one of us were trying to do stuff for this family, whoever the hell they are. Not important family at all. But it's incident. The 3 of the 5 were taken out right away. We did have to take care of the other one, and then we sequestered the package. We do have video as requested, so you can watch that.
Ugh.
I understand if you guys don't want to watch this part, but I have to watch the accident. There were
Well-
4 people in the car.
No, let's. I think we should watch it. I should at least watch it.
I hold both of your hands.
Okay, Leilani, it's fictional. She's crying some. She's getting fussy. It's late. So you get a video, you see a car that's like hit into a tree embankment, like went down embankment, hit into a tree and stuff. And several guys in suits just walk over. You hear a couple shots go off, and then you see one carrying a small child with them as they walk back up the embankment. And as it do, you just see a couple people, and one is like, this don't feel right, dude. This is kind of weird. And it's like, yeah, but we get paid for this. Remember what happened last time we didn't do the job successfully?
When you say small child, how small?
Pretty small. Like, I don't know, like this big or so,
Like baby?
Like a baby?
Like
Yeah.
infant?
That how it's hard to tell with babies. Infanty.
Where the fuck is this baby? What is this baby?
And one's like, yeah. I mean, 3 of them just straight in the crash. That was pretty nice. We did have to take out the one guy. He survived. Airbags. Always makes it hard,
Oh.
Package survived too, which is thankful. It would have been in such deep shit. Well, And yeah, that's basically where it cuts off.
Well, do you know the package that they're talking about, Liz?
Did you have another sibling? What the fuck is happening right now?
My brother and his wife were trying to have a baby.
With a brother?
I didn't know. I didn't know she was. I didn't know she was pregnant. I didn't know that. I mean, how could she have been so far along that we wouldn't have noticed that the baby would have survived? But I mean, I hadn't been home for several months, so I mean, I guess maybe they just hadn't gotten around to telling me. I don't know.
Do you think that they killed the baby?
No.
Say that again.
Think that they killed the baby?
You might have to pause for a minute.
Alright. Take one quick pause.
Relatively calm.
Alright, so right back. So yeah, so you just saw this. They basically the accident. They shoot up the car a little, and they were taking a baby out, saying they secured the package.
How long has it been since the accident?
Well, it was about a year since when this happened, and I was embraced. And it's been what, like 5, 7 years?
5 years.
Yep.
So yeah, there's a kid somewhere that your cousin, your nephew, niece.
Nephew.
My niece or
Niece.
nephew.
Nibbling,
I like nibbling. That's a good name.
especially for vampires.
There's a chance that the Kozaline didn't die with us.
Meanwhile, in the States, hey, Sophie, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, the name, even if Sophie does have kids, they won't have our name.
They could. I mean, that's
yeah,
old-fashioned talk.
we're modern people.
Yeah, but have you seen our family? We're extremely fucking old-fashioned.
Yeah, but if you're in the show business, then you might keep your own name.
Mhm.
If you have a brand before you get married, you don't want to throw away your name.
Yeah, you can.
You just have to
can
make
do
sure she's
whatever you want, Liz.
a teen influencer.
So you got this video. You also have some documents, bank account flow, and stuff, and a few other things there. But there were, like I said, 3 videos,
Mm.
including a document called "The Package."
Oh, can I look at that?
You can definitely look at the package that was in your dad's USB drive.
Okay.
It's basically the way it's written is it makes it sound as, obviously that it is not a child that they have, but they do have a safe house that they were supposed to take the kid to in Europe, because I believe this incident happened in America, right, Katrina?
Yeah, the accident happened in America.
Okay. There is a area in Canada that they took the kid up to, way out of the zone, so that
I didn't do it. Don't look at me. I didn't do it.
You're the baby?
I
and it
don't.
even has like an address and stuff,
Oh.
where they took the baby.
Why? Why would they? Why would they? Why would they want to hide? Why would they want to take? It doesn't make any sense. None of this.
But yeah, so you have this information, and I will give you all 2 weeks or so to go through it. Because our real life baby is wanting to sleep. And every time we start mentioning
she is having
games,
a
she's
hard
like,
time.
"No, you
And
cannot
that's
finish
me.
this game." I know. So,
I'm the baby that wants to sleep.
yeah, thank you for joining us. I got some deepness, some darkness, some wonderfulness throughout the evening. We got the highs, we got the lows, we got the Home Depots. So, with all that, thank you for joining us on this episode of Baltimore by Night, and we will see you. Keep checking out. In the meantime, until the new episodes show up, check our channel. We got plenty of cool, awesome shows and some not so awesome shows, but there's still cool ones to watch. So keep watching, and until next time, hope you all had a bloody good time.
Mm.
Bye.
Bye.